Hello. Hi. Welcome. I guess it's just me. I guess I can actually turn my camera on and you can see me. Ooh, brace yourselves. Oh man, I should have checked the positioning of the camera. It's just my cell phone. It's not like it's the best camera in the world, but hello. Welcome. We are here to talk about the cringe, which without Brian Ball, the man who scheduled this, the man who, in his infinite wisdom, said, "Hey, this is the time." He said, "Hey, this is the place." He said so in DMs. Actually, I guess it was in Twitch chat, not on DMs, but he said so. He's like, "Yo, let's do this." Like this is his face right around the time when he decided when we would be doing this, when the cringe hits just right. And so now here we are streaming, trying to talk about the cringe, but the cringe king, the man of the hour, Brian Ball, is not here to participate. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the next 20 minutes or whatever. Like he said, probably about a half hour late. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the next half hour. I'm going to find something. There's always something, always something. And we'll figure it out. We will figure it out and we will have a good time. But mostly, I just wanted to share this little meme I made because this is his face when he was on stream playing Elden Ring. I think at this point, I think this was an Elden Ring stream and not a Final Fantasy stream. I don't know. I don't know about that guy sometimes. Hold on, I am getting some stuff together so we can look at it. Also, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. This is Point Man Comics. I just lost my window. I was looking stuff up. This is a tweet by Postman Comics. Let me actually pull this up on. I got to use Brave apparently because it wants me to log in. So let me. Oh, am I just sharing the whole desktop? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to share just the Chrome tab, but this is highly, highly convenient. So this is what it's supposed to look like right here. So let's just go ahead and open this stuff up, and then we can see exactly what's going on. What do you say? I say that sounds like a good idea, but I'm also just a little bit biased on, the fact that this is kind of my stream and I can talk about whatever I want. I have the power and nobody can take it away from me unless I let them. So he's like, "Hey, why don't you share some comic books that need, funding?" Bro, I can tell you didn't watch my stream yesterday. I can tell. Am I picking a fight with him? It sure sounds like I'm picking a fight with him. I'm not trying to pick a fight with you, but bro, uh, I totally, had this on my stream last night. I mean, granted, I only had it on my stream for like a couple of minutes, but I had it on my stream. It was there. I was doing promo. I'm not even getting sponsored or paid by these people. They won't even show up on my YouTube channel and hang out. Unless, of course, I see I got like Twitter notifications. Let me go look at those. Except, of course, unless that's one of them going, "Hey, shoot me the link or something." Oh, Mrs. H. She's replied to let's see. Yeah, this one. Let me hit refresh here and we can go find her little tweet. Let's see, where's that? There it is. Bet it was the special grass. There you go. There you go. That is the world's opinion of what's going on here. But yeah, Mr. Point Man Comics, Mr. Shameless Self Promotion, which you gotta like. You gotta like shameless self promotion. I totally had this book shared on video. Oh man, hold on. I should probably actually turn my camera on so you can see me just gesticulate. Let's see, start cam. Boom. Yeah, I totally had this stream right there. Stream, oh my god. This book right there on my stream last night. We talked about it for a couple of minutes. I was like, "Hey, you should check this out. It looks pretty cool." Plus, he's got cool covers and stuff. What more do you want? That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. That's very purple. It's a purple world. We just live in it. I mean, you can see that right there. Very purple, very purple. These dudes are kind of cool looking. I like they remind me of gene stealers, which in turn remind me of xenomorphs because that's where gene stealers come from. But yeah, there we go. This is a great little panel. I love the lovingly rendered fruits and vegetables and stuff. It's great. She looks cool. Nice little basket. Probably needs a bigger basket. Like if you're going shopping for groceries, you need a bigger basket than your little single-handed, ooh la la. Like you got to get a basket. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Let me turn off my camera. You don't need to see me gesticulating at the screen anymore, but you get the idea. Like I had this book on my stream. And the implication that I didn't kind of galls me just a little bit. Just a little bit of gall, like strawberry flavored gall. Have you ever had that? No, you haven't. Here, let me leak some Twitter DMs. You ready for this? Ready for this? Here, let's see what Brian Ball told me as his reason for being late. Look at this. Just more feces. Just more feces. He's going to be 30 minutes late. Man, at this rate, we're going to be done with the stream by the time he gets here. You know what I'm talking about? I sure hope not, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying words. Now, I got a pretty good idea what the cringe was that Brian wanted to talk about tonight. And I don't want to spoil any of that by bringing it up now. I want to save that for when he's here. So, this is a pretty good time. Oh, man, technically, you have it on again. There we go. There we go. The audience knows. The audience is like, yo, you've got it on not just last night, but tonight. So, boom, take that, Point Man Comics. Take that. Oh, man. The next book, that he was like, you should show this on stream. Dude, I not only have had this book on stream, I have had the book's creator, Cody, on stream. Let me turn my camera back on because I want to point. I want to point at things. Yeah. Here we go. We're pointing. Man, this is weird. I'm used to my the camera being on the other end, but I got the camera on this end of my cell phone, or the way I got the phone oriented, and it's really awkward. I got used to it one way because the cable was too short, or the cable light had to go a particular way, and now it doesn't. And everything's just terrible. But check it out. I've been talking about Jack Irons since Jack Irons issue. Let's see. Let's count like Germans do. 1. Yeah, there we go. Issue 1. Everybody else counts like this. 1. But in Germany, you start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I've been talking about Jack Irons like from day one, man. I backed the original Kickstarter, which was just originally like for. Ooh, doxed. Oh no. Oh no. Which was just for like the digital originally, and then it turned into like a physical. And I don't know. That was a weird time in Cody's life. That was a weird time in my life. But check it out. Like, in fact, you know what? Let me shut up. And oh no, I don't have the sound shared. We can't do this. Hold up. Let me stop sharing for a second. We'll open this up in Chrome. And then in Chrome, I can share the audio very easily from just that window so you don't hear anything else by accident. So let me pop that in. Eliza, we're not get shot at. Yeah. See, Ninja Weasel, the man knows. He knows what's up. There we go. Hey, when you were in in your previous career. Whoops. No, now I stopped sharing instead of turn my camera off. Oh man. I am not a professional at this thing. But did you ever go to I know you went to Japan. Did you ever end up in Germany, Mr. Ninja Weasel? In your previous life? Doing top secret things for top secret people? Singing Where There's a Whip, There's a Way? I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna hit play on this little video. Oh, hey, did Nicholas Muller's thing have a trailer too? We should go back and see if there is one, and we'll watch it if there is. Oh man, look at him panning around comic panels that I've seen a million times. I like the giant dude. The giant dude is totally cool. Does anybody? Oh, hold on. Nicholas Mueller just liked me on Twitter. There we go. Is there like an optimal length for like trailers for comic books? Like this doesn't really appeal to me. Like the whole trailer thing, like that doesn't sell me on the book. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. I know some people like you got to have one to get sales and all that. Nicholas Mueller says that he would love to come on. Unfortunately, he's with his kids getting them ready for bed, but maybe another time. Well, okay. Come on, bro. It's only 9 p.m. Let your kids stay up till midnight. Come on. What's wrong? What's wrong? Infinite chatting. Man, I know Cody has another engagement tonight, so he won't be on here. Such lovely animations. Can confirm. But I know that's like the wisdom is you got to have like a trailer for your whatever crowd fund, and I've never watched one except when told to watch one. Like I've watched more trailers for crowd funds here since like my interview with Cody, whenever that was, like 2 Fridays ago or something, than I have ever watched in my previous like 3 or 4 whatever years of paying stupid amounts of money to people on the internet for projects that may or may not ever actually exist. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And you know what? While I'm here, since I got this open, let me just go ahead. Let's get some drama going. Let's get some beef going with Brian Ball here. Like here I am. Here's his big excuse for not being here. Like this is just it. Yeah, sorry, just more bleep. Be like 30 minutes late. Like there's no explanation here. There's no reason for him to be late. Yeah, ignore the part that I covered up. Oh man, he's fun to tease because he teases back, and it's not really hateful. He's just like having a good time. But he has become the cringe because he's not here. He's not here to stop the cringe. You know, he's become the very thing that he was sworn to destroy. Because we're here to make fun of the cringe, but he has become the cringe. Yeah, we starting some beef, Mrs. H. We starting some big beef, delicious beef. Assuming he actually gets done doing what he's doing and shows up here. But whatever he's doing must not be important because he didn't tell me what it was. Just some bleep, just some big bleep. Bleep and bleep, the bleep bleep. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's see. Which browser window am I in? Okay, this is Brave. All right, I don't need to be over here. The third link that Point Man Comics said we should show off, being late, pretty cringe, bro. Here, let's put that right here. There you go. Screenshot that. Here, I'm going to screenshot it. We're screenshotting this for Brian, so he knows. He knows that we know that he knows that we know that he knows. There we go. We're going to go post that on Twitter. Here, let me come on, Twitter, don't be slow. Yeah, we're live and the crowd is already turning against. Will his reputation survive the night? There we go. Let's tweet that out. Boom. I'm just having a good time. I know Brian, he's probably busy doing something important right now. Something that I won't say what it is. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Being late. Pretty cringe, bro. Pretty cringe. Oh, right. I was going to post that other crowd fund. I don't know anything about this dude. I've seen this crowd fund get posted up a couple of times. Don't know anything about it, but dude's roof. Do I even know this guy? No, I don't think I know this guy, but his roof is falling. So you should go check this out. The URL is GoFundMe.com/F. I don't know why that's there. Slash my roof is falling me. It's falling. Help me hold it up. I'm sure if you look this up, like if you search for this, Jermaine Johnson, you'll find it. Nobody should be in a situation where their house is literally falling down. Hey, Mr. Fernandez, I didn't see your chat there because I was too busy being here with Ninja Weasel talking about Cringe. You haven't missed anything. We're waiting on Brian to show up, and we were talking about crowdfunds. We just watched the trailer for Jack Irons, and then I was commenting. Let's see, where's that at? And I was commenting that I don't really understand trailers for comic books. Like, this doesn't do a whole lot for me. But you know what does do a whole lot for me? My old computer case for my previous computer, it had a trailer. It was like, totally the start of 2001. You got like the monolith, and it's like, bum, 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 boom, 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 boom. Because that case, the Cosmos or the Cooler Master Cosmos 2, is 50 something pounds of aluminum, plastic, and steel, empty. Once you put something in it, you ain't picking that sucker up, man. It's like a full body job to lift that son of a gun up and carry it. So that trailer was cool. And I said we'd see if this guy had a trailer, but he doesn't. He doesn't. Nicholas Mueller does not have a trailer for his campaign. Let's go back. I feel like this deserves to be captured and tweeted. Like, this is too good. We'll just go shrimp. There we go. And let me save that here. I'm not going to tweet that out yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I just want to capture that somewhere. There we go. Captured. Oh, Big Green Machine says the boys can't. Look at that. That is some cross service branch stuff going on. Ooh, Cringe and Irons. Yeah. Darn. I was hoping Nicholas Mueller had something we could play because I was going to take a look at it. It's a very purple world, and we just live in it. Cody like hashtagged that last night, and then I don't think you ever did anything with it. Like, you coined it, you like quoted me. You didn't take like a picture of me holding my hands apart or anything. Hold on, let me see if I can give you like something you can work with to meme. Let's see. All right, so there's camera. We're zoomed in a little bit. Let me turn this son of a gun back on, and we'll stop sharing the screen for a second. Yeah, there we go. It's a purple world, and we just live in it. Boom. There you go. You should do something with that. I've given it to you. The hands are apart. You like fit the words. Oh, shoot. The camera's in the wrong place. You can fit the words in or something. Like, there's something there, something you can do with it. Yeah. Here, I'll caption it for you. Boom. The words are there. I need to unzoom my camera. It's zoomed in a little too close. Let me do that, and we'll put the campaign. Oh my gosh. Help. Send help. Want to make campaign big and make me tiny. There we go. There we go. I think that's what I wanted. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I got to unzoom my camera, which is just my cell phone, by the way. Thanks to the power of IV webcam, you too can turn your cell phone into a USB webcam and use it just like a real camera. Do not help him. I'm going to. Do not help him. He must learn. There you go. There you go. You're just a quote machine tonight, Mr. Cody Fernandez. Let's see. Oh gosh, was it this button? That's that button. All right, we can turn my camera back off. I'm a little scruffy, man. I got to do something with this goatee. It's getting out of control. This goatee is going to kill me. And I don't know. I'm still not used to my new razor, man. I got like this Dollar Shave Club, and I've been like working on it, and I don't know how I feel about that razor yet. And oh gosh, I'm like, my Twitter's lighting up. What's going on? Oh, Mrs. H, you're getting in on this. You're getting in on the beef. Look at this. I gotta go like look up the where's the beef. Like, is that a GIF? Can I just reply with a GIF of that? Because that would be funny. Let's see. Where's the beef? And we're opening stuff up over here in Chrome instead of elsewhere. That way you don't accidentally see my DMs or anything. Like I have learned a lesson. I have learned a lesson here. You know, I was watching some guy stream earlier today. I was watching some guy stream, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good stream. He's just talking. He's being friendly. He's telling people about the stuff, talking about a comic book that he's got going on and all that jazz. And what happens? What happens? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's showing his Twitter DMs on stream in front of everybody. Like, I don't know who this guy thought he was, what he thought he was doing, but that is some clearly non-professional material there. Like the kind of person that would do that, I don't know if you want to do business with them. I don't know if you want to back their campaign. I don't know, how I really feel about that. Uh, and while I'm here, do you have any opinion on that, Mr. Cody Fernandez? Somebody that would show their Twitter DMs on stream accidentally, but we all know it was accidentally on purpose. Mm-hmm. Calling you out right there. Oh man, then I thwacked the microphone and everything. Oh, I'm having too much fun. I am having too much fun. I'm gonna wear my voice out before Brian Ball even gets here, man. This is getting crazy. It's getting wild. It's getting live in the spot. Let's see. We looked at all three of those campaigns that Mr. Pointman Comics said to talk about. Let me open up his tweet again because this is actually pretty funny. It is. Nothing happened, Mrs. H. Nothing happened at all. I find that it is good to be able to gracefully accept that kind of situation for what it is, for what happened, and just kind of move on. Like it wasn't a big deal. Somebody just accidentally showed their Twitter DMs. It wasn't me, and that's that. But this is funny. So this is Pointman Comics' tweet where he linked out the Kickstarter that we showed for. I don't know. I wasn't really paying that close attention to it because I was busy playing Stream Raiders because that's what you do. But I love this. Superman Comics is always talking about how nobody sees his stuff, right? Like this is a constant refrain on his Twitter. It's like, oh, nobody sees my stuff. Nobody retweets my stuff. And of course, he tweets like 500 times a day, which makes it really hard to see any one tweet. Like I see lots of stuff he retweets, but I don't know that I see a lot of stuff that he actually tweets directly. And then, of course, I'm kind of the same deal because, I tweet a lot and I retweet a lot, and I got a lot of that stuff going on. And I'm scrolling through, like I'm trying to find like a tweet where he has his book here. Oh my god, this is all tweets from like the last 20 minutes. Oh my god, I've just scrolled through like 500 tweets, bro. Bro, this is wild. Yeah, we're back 40 minutes, and I've scrolled through like 20 pages of Twitter. Ay, 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 including naked people. Wow, okay. Although I shouldn't call that out too hard because I kind of did retweet some tweet or two to try to win a raffle, and that was a little bit on the naughty side. I need to go unretweet that stuff. I was gonna like pull up some of his stuff. Oh, maybe there was something right at the top of. Hey, here we go. We just made it to Captain Bedlam Save the Universe at the cost of destroying Gorilla Galaxy. Like I don't know anything about his books, and if he wanted to come on here, I'd be happy to have him come on here. But I swear, I don't see most of this stuff when he tweets it. Like it's either there's like 50 of these things in a row, which kind of makes it hard to pay attention to anyone. Oh, is there sound? Whoa! My ears! Okay, that's better. again, that trailer didn't do anything for me. Like, once again, a comic book trailer, which he's gotten 2,000 views on since January 11. I don't think I've posted any video on Twitter that's got more than like 5 views. Oh my gosh, what's all this then? If you don't know what this is, then you just have to experience it until you have that lived-in experience of what this is. Yes, yes, clickbait works. We're still waiting on Brian Ball. He's supposed to be here. He said maybe a half hour late. Where's that tweet where I leaked the DMs? Bro, oh my gosh, we're never going to find it again. Nope, nope, we went right past it. We are never finding that tweet. Hold on. Let me just go to my Twitter. Here we go. Here we go. 26 minutes ago. Got some leaked Brian Ball, Rags Comics, DMs. Look at this. Look at this. Here's his big excuse. Here's his big excuse. Yeah, sorry. Just more bleep. Be like 30 minutes late. Well, Brian Ball, it is 8:29. You have one more minute to get here. You got 1 minute. If you're not here, the beef, the feud, it's on. We're starting. We're not really starting. But we could. We could if we wanted to. We got some stuff to talk about, but I don't want to spoil any of it if he's not here. Because this was like he DM'd me. Hold on, let me pull this up. See if I can get like the right words. Ooh, this is cringe. Yeah. We got to reach critical mass of cringe. We're working on it. We're working on it. So yeah, he's like, ooh, this is cringe. Somewhere else he like messaged me going like, I'm getting ready to get out of bed or something. Like he's finally getting over that cold or whatever he's got going on. And then he's like, oh, Cringe Crew Thursday. So he picked the day. And then on his stream, he picked the time. He said 6 o'clock, word I can't say because I'm white time. Like, that's what he said on stream, on Twitch. We were all there. We all saw it. And where is he? Where is he? I don't know. But we got Scott and Brett saying hi to each other in chat. Hello and welcome. Oh, man. I'm having a good time carrying on, but I really hope Brian gets here soon, because if he doesn't, I don't know if I can not talk about the thing we're going to talk about. Like, I'm just bubbling over. I didn't see this until just now, Ninja Weasel. Rip headphone users. Yeah, that music was a little bit loud. I'm wearing headphones, and you got to go in 10 minutes. You're going to miss the real show. Hey, that's okay. You can catch the VOD, man. And in the meantime, we do have Jack Irons. Check it out. Yeah, he did, Mrs. H. He did. So, this campaign has a trailer. All right, hey, Brett, since you're here, there's a trailer there on your channel too? Okay, well, we might go over to your channel later, assuming that Brian doesn't show up in the next couple of minutes. You know what, let me send him a DM. Bruh. He's only gotten like 500 notifications from me in like the last hour, but maybe the DM will do the trick. Oh no, Brett, no. Don't get us in copyright trouble here. We're trying to avoid copyright trouble. Because there's a man going around taking names. Cody, you ought to change your city name to Chaos, because that's just would be way cooler. You're sounding like space cowboy, futuristic, nihilistic jams. Be from Chaos. Then we can call you the Man from Chaos, which is probably like an old spy movie or something. But you know how it is. And I was really hoping we get a little more play out of that trailer. I was really hoping Radiant Rapture would have like a trailer I could play, because that would have been cool. I'm just gonna have to go find some YouTube stream that we can just make fun of here. Like there's nothing else. Oh, Oh, Mrs. H, Mrs. H, you're telling Brian way too much here. But Brett, what do you think about trailers for comic books? Like, do you want to come on here and talk about this? Because you've actually like participated in campaigns and run campaigns and stuff. Do you think trailers help? Like, I don't think they do because I don't watch them. Everybody's got a trailer. Hold on, let's go look this up. That's over on Kickstarter, right? Oh, I guess it says KS right there. Oh my god, I just typed Kickstarter as a search on Kickstarter's website. Whoo, boy. Wow, if you search for the word changeling, there's like a million of these things. Everybody loves the word changeling. Can I find the right one? Oh no, it's Changeling Volume 2, Hell Awaits. That doesn't look like the right book. The Changeling Issue 7, Coin Operated Horror. Changeling GXP Mystery Romance Visual Novel. Changeling The Lost Second Edition. Oh, is that the gaming? That's probably gaming. That might be kind of cool. Hey, hold on. Here we go. Changeling an Urban Fairy Tale. Got it. Boom. How do you feel about this project so far? I don't know what I should rate that as. I'm going to give it a smiley face. There we go. You can't see it because that's in my Brave window instead of here. But supposedly we got a trailer. Let's hit it. Um. Oh, there we go. That was it. Oh, here we go.
My name is Maeve Mackenzie, and even though I was never really a normal kid, I never imagined that I was some fairy baby that was traded for a human one. What's worse is that this is leaving me with more questions about myself than answers. Right now, the only person who seems to be able to help me is a puka named Gavin. He says if I go with him to Avalon, the Fey realm, I might find what I'm looking for. I don't know if I'm going to like what I'll find there, but anything has to be better than spending the rest of my life not knowing, right?
Actually, that one works better. I don't know that I ever actually watched this trailer before, but that trailer works better than a lot of other trailers I see because it's the character talking. Like if you go look at one of Brian Polito's Kickstarters, it's Brian Polito talking to the audience. Here, your friend named Kylie, as Maeve, is talking to the audience, and that works a lot better. Scott K, do you have a campaign you want to shill? Like, I am entirely willing to look at whatever people got going on here, because as we all know, there's one person who definitely has it going on, and that person's name is Maeve's mom. Right there, boom. We'll just show some Mythoverse memes while we're here, including I think I made this one too, didn't I? I think I made this one. Boom. And of course, I definitely made this one because I don't remember who. Somebody posted on Twitter with a picture of this like cat and like meme this or something. And I did this horrible, terrible thing. And I can't believe that you made me do that. But I totally did it because I could. Because I had the power and nobody could stop me. No, we're still waiting on the Brian rant. We're still waiting on Brian. He said he'd be here at 8:30. He said like a half hour late. It is 8:30 and he is not here. Yeah, Scott K has it. He is late to his own cringe rant. Brian Ball is not here for his own party. He picked the day, He picked the time, and the man is not here. The man is not ready to party. He's not here to talk about the thing we were going to talk about. So instead, we're over here looking at people's crowdfunding campaigns, and I'm trying not to make fun of everything because I'm not here to make fun of people that I like and campaigns that I like. I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but that would just be mean and it wouldn't be fun. It'd just be time filling. Yeah, but the man's not even recovering right now. The man, oh, we got to show it again. We got to show it again. We got to show the leaked Brian Ball DMs. Just he's not resting. He's not resting. Like if anything, it appears to be he's pooping for like 30 minutes now. He's been pooping for 38 minutes at least. That's all I can tell. That's the only thing. Like look at this. Look at this entire unedited, unaltered DM from Brian Ball. Look at it. There he is. Yeah, we could complain about the price of stickers, but I'm trying to let that drama lie. Larry had that apology. I haven't really like looked to see if he's said anything else since that happened. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. It is like the Omega poop, the poop that will end us all, and it's coming out of Brian Ball right now. I don't want to be anywhere near his bathroom at this moment in time. That could be he actually like did get sick after whatever he had to go do or something. And that's fine. That's life. That kind of thing happens. But you would think, he'd bust out his cell phone and be like, "What I'm not coming onto the stream tonight" or something. And then we can move on and talk about other things. Let me tweet this out here. Cringe, clever tactic. All right, let me tweet this. If I can close that tab. I got too many browser tabs open. And again, since you know, yeah. Dude's been taking his fiber supplements. Yeah, it sure seems like it, doesn't it? You don't need luck, Cody, but I wish you luck anyway. Oh my god. No. No. Oh no. The worst possible situation, you're stuck on the toilet and it's just like it's hanging out. You can't handle it, you know? It's like your life is draining out of you in that instant. Too much stress. Oh, Ninja Weasel. I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Cringe gate. Cringe gate. You just put it right there between your hands. Cringe gate. Just hold on to it. Don't let it go. Don't let the cringe leave. But do some good. Go check this out if you want to help a guy out whose house is falling apart, man. That's all joking aside, like that really stinks. Oh my god, I just said that. I didn't mean to. I just said that. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody out there. I will do penance. I will I'm not Catholic, so I can't say Hail Marys. I will find some way to do penance for what I've just said because that was whoo, bro. Not as catchy. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to know what that means. Like that's like a whole new level of pain right there. But that's how bad this stream has gotten. Is we've become scatological. I need to go find somebody that we can like make fun of on YouTube and just watch their video and mock their video here. Like I don't know what else we can do while we're waiting on Mr. Brian Ball. I don't follow anybody that isn't funny. Let's see. We could go like crash John De La Rosa's stream. What's he even talking about? Oh, is he talking about the Liam Gray thing? Oh no, 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 no. I don't want to get into that right now. Gosh, who's terrible? Who out there is like terrible that we can go mock and everybody will like it? Because that's what we should do: is find somebody terrible and mock them relentlessly. Mrs. H, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Brett, if you want to get in here and shill your book, like I will send you the DM to the StreamYard stream, and you can come on here and we can talk about Changeling and make fun of whatever. Like we can not be cringe for 5 minutes. I promise I can refrain from being cringe or talking about cringe. We can talk about good stuff like Sasha. We can talk about that because that would be pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jussie Smollett. Hey, that's a thing, isn't it? I don't know who this is. This just got retweeted onto my Twitter feed, but I heard about this. He got like what a 30 months of probation and like 90 days in jail or something like that. And somebody was telling me earlier that the sentencing section, like they were invoking all kinds of crazy stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Yeah, let me shoot you the link, Brett, and you can pop in here and we can chat about whatever you want to talk about because I am not an inhuman monster. My name is not Brian Ball. You know, I'm a man with a voice that you can trust. After all, I've got a doctorate in something or other. Probably nothing important. Here you are. There you are. Let's see. Let me see. Twitter DMs. Oh, man. We haven't DM'd since October 15, 2019. You down to review the Mythoverse? Oh, was that when you sent me PDFs? Okay, that's cool. And he's really going to smack for good, though they are pushing the hate crime angle. He might actually, yeah, no. I thought I read that he got a few months in prison, although who knows if he's going to get like time served or whatever. Oh, oh, there's an interesting question. I never was into Pogs. I absolutely was never into Pogs. Like I don't get it. What is like I guess you take the slammer and you like slam it on the stack and then you get like to collect all the other kids' milk caps or whatever, but why would I do that? I'm just going to lose like my cool Pogs doing that. And who wants to lose their cool Pogs? I certainly don't want to lose them. But this is like crazy. Let me find the messages on Discord I got sent a minute ago. Oh, hey, we got a person. Hello, person. If you're talking, I can't hear you, but I do got you in the stream. So whenever you do start talking, people will hear you. Oh no. Is something broken? Did I mess up? Please, M baby, am not good at this. Oh no. Yeah, hold on. Oh, this was a great screenshot. Let me share this. Please, Lawn Crime, don't copyright strike me for sharing a single frame of your stream. But I like this guy right here. Oh, he left. Maybe. Oh gosh. Oh god. Did I scare him away when I pulled this up? I'm sorry, Brett. Please, please forgive. Please forgive. Oh, he's back. Okay, can you hear me? Are you there? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Babby. I'm not good at this. He might be having the problem I had with StreamYard for years. Uh yeah, well, it's a PhD in pain, okay? Look, and even though I have that, like when Sergeant Slaughter put me in that Cobra clutch when I was down at Bell County Comic Con, let me tell you, I learned a few lessons that day. That was pretty bad. But StreamYard used to do this thing with me where if I used it in my normal browser, which is Brave, on my previous PC, it would periodically not recognize the microphone. So I'd be talking and it would go, and that would be it. So that's why I stopped using it for a long time. Phone refuses to cooperate. Oh man, that sucks. That's a bummer. I was looking forward to a chat. Oh, technology is my arch enemy, though. I don't know if I can overcome technology, but you know, I don't know if that worked. Maybe it did. But look at this guy. Like, actually, look at both these dudes right here. This guy's like, I can't believe she's still talking. Like, that is his look. I can't believe she's still talking. And this guy, he's progressed past that. He's just like over there. He's praying for a meteor to come down from the heavens. He's praying for like a pillar of flame to consume the whole building, to destroy all of them, to end this madness, to end the pain, because it hurts that much. So somebody I know was watching this, and let's see. I've been watching the Smollett sentencing. I almost fell asleep, and then I heard the Iran Contra stuff brought up. Like, what? Oh, oh, brutal. Yeah, headset. I know what you meant. So, like, Iran Contra got brought up in the sentencing hearing. Like, how's that even a thing? AIDS in Africa? Like, that's wild. That's absolutely just totally wild stuff. Definitely a little cringe. But this guy, man, I empathize with him. I've been in meetings where this is like the only appropriate response. It's just kind of, you just kind of assume like that position of like, usually I do something like with my hands like clasped together like this, and it's just kind of like, you know, let the fires consume us all. Let the great meteor fall from the heavens and smite this building and take me with it, because I need this to end. And that is what that guy on the far right is doing, man. I've been there, brother. Although I'm not a lawyer, but I've been there. I understand the pain. I understand the suffering. Oh, oh, he's back. Are you back for real this time? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I know. I feel that, Ninja Weasel. All I do is Zoom calls. Let's see. Here's changing. Let's pull this back up. That way we got something to look at. Brett, dude, I'm sorry if you're I can't hear you if you're talking, and if your headset's like totally dying, um, or your phone or whatever, that really stinks, and I feel bad for you, dude. Technology is definitely the enemy. And where the bleep is Brian Ball? Bro, you're 50 minutes late. Oh, here we go. Hold on. He sent me a DM. Sorry, just got done. Sorry, just got done, says Brian Ball. But where are you? Oh, I heard a noise. Was that you, Brett? I'm pointing at my monitor like he's actually physically there. Did you guys hear that? It was like a sound. Brett's almost here. He's almost here to shill his book. Brace yourselves, people. Hold on for dear life. And you too can be cringe like me. Wait, no, we're here to make fun of cringe. We're not here to become. No, no, you've become the very thing you've sworn to destroy. No. Yeah, it was the biggest one. Like, you know, it started out like a normal one and it just kept. It's like a whole giant like coil. It's like the cartoon poop emoji. It's terrible. I keep hoping Brett's gonna talk. Ah, that's a bummer. That stinks. Not as much as Brian's bathroom, but that still stinks like pretty good amount. Here I'm refreshing Twitter. Nope, no new tweets from Mr. Ball. I wonder how far. Like, if he just got done, he's got to drive somewhere probably to get home, right? So how long is that going to take? Like, I don't know. We just don't know. Whoa. You know, you don't have to apologize. Like, when technology does not cooperate, I make my living on technology stuff, and when technology does not cooperate, it's just not cooperating, man. Your attempt, I appreciate you for trying to rescue the stream from the nightmare that it's become. From the
Oh.
hey, ho, holy, whoa, there's a voice.
Okay, turns out that the answer was that one joke from IT crowd.
You turned it off and back on again, huh?
Yes.
Always works.
Okay, now I owe Mrs. H an answer to her question.
Yeah, the Pog thing, right?
I could make Changeling Pogs. The problem is, I think only her, you, and Dan would buy them, cause Gen X.
Dude, I can assure you I would not buy them. So I
Well,
wouldn't
then
mind
that
them
ma-
being thrown in as like swag on a campaign or something, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy them. Pogs are not my jam.
well then
Not at
Mrs.
all.
H and Dan would probably buy them. I don't know. I honestly can't see Pogs having any appeal to anyone who is not Gen X.
I don't understand Pogs. Even like when they were popular when I was
They
what,
were the
like
Funko
12?
Pops of their day.
Yeah, pretty
Let's,
much.
yeah, they were. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. That Gen Xers. Pogs are to you what Funko Pops are to millennials.
Man, I don't get Funko Pops either. I think I've seen one Funko Pop that I thought was appealing.
Yeah.
And it was a
Yeah.
goofy one. It was actually a really big one because it was Galactus, and I think it came with a little Silver Surfer one. And I
Eh,
thought that was fun just for the like size dichotomy.
eh. Okay, like that's at least kind of neat. It's unique at least.
Yeah, but I've seen like pictures on Twitter of like people that own like a whole wall, and it's nothing but Funko Pops, and that just blows my mind. Speaking of Funko Pops, you're gonna make a May Funko Pop?
No.
Ah!
I fucking I like seriously, show me one cool thing my generation has made.
Uh, hold on. Let's see. Generation X.
I'm a
Oh,
millennial.
you're a millennial. I was born like right on the cusp, so I don't know what I'm actually like in on because it was like 1981, right? So like, I guess
That
technically I'm a millennial. I don't know.
I think that still keeps you well. I think yes. I think that still keeps you well within Gen X territory.
Oh, hey, Scott K has a great answer for one cool thing millennials have made.
Hey.
Look at that. All right,
Okay.
we should. Oh, hey, Quake Nerd, you start playing Heretic. Cool. I gotta put Heretic on my to play list at some point. And that's a great segue. What kind of games do you like to play, Mr. Brett?
Right. Right now, I kind of stick to games that I kind of grew up with, like also like Star Wars Republic Commando, Warcraft 3.
Hmm.
Three. Uh, I got the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I loved that. That was fun.
I've never played the Spyro games. I remember when the first one came out. That was like what 2002 or maybe even earlier. That was a PS1 game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's fu-
Wow.
the funniest thing about just I really like the villain for the first one because his whole motivation is he is salty because dragons called him stupid and ugly. Like that's literally all his motivation boils down to. He
I
got
understand it. I'm there for that.
yeah, so he unleashes a spell that turns dragons into crystal statues because they said mean things about him.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I've never played Heretic in multiplayer, but
Yeah.
Heretic was like Doom, except you had like magic and stuff and swords
Oh
and
yeah, that
crossbows.
oh yeah, that was a game John Romero worked on in his spare time.
Pretty fun stuff.
Actually,
Uh,
John Romero's got a new game studio out in Ireland.
the only thing I know about what John Romero's been up to lately is he just like put out a Doom 2 level for $5 to raise money for charity,
Yeah.
and it sold like 17,000 copies or something so far.
You know what he's doing with Romero Games, his new studio, is they're working on a new game called Sigil. Though
What's Sigil about? Do you know?
not real, not much, cause it has a Wikipedia page, but it's kind of bare bones.
Sigil is the unofficial fifth episode of Doom. Oh yeah, I meant to play that. So he's actually turning Sigil from being a Doom mod into like an actual game.
Let's just hope this is let's just hope this is not another Daikatana.
I've never played Daikatana, man. Uh, but Daikatana has like some of the best voice acting and stuff like that that's ever been done in a video game because it's ridiculous.
Just a
Uh,
shame the game is so fucking broken.
yeah, there was a oh god, you're old, you're young enough. You have no idea what I'm about to say. There was this website called mp3.com back in the day where musicians, it was like Bandcamp except 10 years younger.
Yeah.
And there was this group called the Laziest Men on Mars, and they would take like electronic beats that they did themselves, and they would put like samples over top of them. So one of them was samples of Daikatana that turned all the dialogue into very suggestive sounding things, which concluded with an orgy at the end, just all from in-game voice samples. It was actually pretty clever. So yeah, here we go. John Romero is working on Sigil 2 as an expansion for Doom 2. So this is apparently what he's up to.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your book?
There's I mean, right now Ginger's still in the middle of finishing up the artwork, and after that, it's going to go to Dan to get lettered. Uh, I did recently commission Victor to do a Spanish translation of it, though. Well, the first issue, though.
Well, you jumped in way further. Like you've jumped like in, and you're like way steep. What's the book about? I know we watched the trailer a minute ago. It's about some kid that turns out to be a fairy, but not in like the weird sexual connotation way, like in the actual a fairy kind of way.
Yeah, kind of going back to the original British Isles lore about it. Like the way they appear in like the old Celtic stories is Fae are just as likely to be your friend as they are to be your enemy. It's like they're very capricious and alien. It's hard to really have them figured out.
I mean, that's kind of the point. Is you don't know what's up with them.
Yeah. The weirdest thing though is I actually went through a whole book that collected a bunch of different legends and myths from across the British Isles, and something that kept popping up was that all the dangerous stuff seems to live in water.
Mm, a lot of it does. That's true, and that goes for pretty much all the Celtic cultures. But you've also got a lot of really scary stuff that just lives in places that are out of the way. Like Black Annis lived in that one forest until they like
Yeah.
blew up the cave she lived in and built a housing complex on top of it.
Yeah. I mean, I've even talked with Ginger about I've talked with Ginger about even kind of about Slavic folklore, and she says like the big underlying theme with it is that everything dangerous lives out in the woods.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
it's
go
like
ahead. You start sounding like you're about to say something.
no, that was it. Like it's just
Okay.
yeah, it's just yeah, that's pretty much it. Like if it's a monster, chances are it lives in the forest.
Yeah, it makes sense when you look at like the places where they live. Like the British are surrounded by water.
Yeah.
It's a big element of their lives, and teaching people to be respectful and maybe a little scared of being out in the water, is probably a good thing. Sailors have always been extremely superstitious, like going all the way back to
Yeah.
the oldest records that you can read about them. And then a lot of the Slavic peoples, where do they live? They lived in forests
Yeah.
or on the edges of forests because
Mhm.
Russia and Eastern Europe was a big, gigantic wasteland of nobody living anywhere. And I don't mean wasteland as in like it's a blighted hellscape or something, just wasteland as in the land is not in use, like the old definition of the word.
Yeah, I get. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like it's just uninhabited and like nobody lives
Hmm.
there.
And it's untamed, like,
Yeah.
and maybe it's not necessarily useful land, although that's not the case for a lot of Eastern Europe because that's why they couldn't build railroads, is the land was too good. It was great dirt to grow crops in. And so the Russian Empire never built railroads because you had to dig 50 feet down to find bedrock. Good luck laying railroad track on top of dirt.
Yeah.
I just found this great, terrible meme, and I feel personally attacked by it. So I'm going to put it up on the stream here.
Oh, you feel attacked.
Yeah. This is me. Twitter's a hell site. And yet it's my own fault because I follow these people.
Yeah, no shit. Like no one's put it. Like who? Nobody put a gun to your head and made you get on this site.
Nope. This is entirely my own fault. Let's see. We should talk about your book a little more, and we should also look over at the stream channel. See Sigil 2, Can't Play Daikatan. That would make you John Romero's bleep. Yep. Oh, Ninja Weasel knew exactly what I'm talking about. Superflies Johnson. See, he and I, we're like, simpatico. And yeah, that's an unfortunately true statement. Man, speaking of that stuff going on there, I'm not going into like the politics of it, but like they were fighting over Chernobyl. Do you remember reading that like in the news? I don't even know if that was true,
I
but it was
have.
like,
I've kept a media blackout on the whole thing.
oh, it's hard to avoid. Like it just randomly shows up in places. I'm like trying not to do it. Like I'm on Twitter, like to talk about nerdy stuff and like stalk like 300 artists at the same time. Like that's why I'm on Twitter. But even doing that, like it's hard to avoid. It just stuff shows up and it's just like, yes, and the Russians were shelling Chernobyl. And then later the Russians were shelling like the biggest nuclear complex on the planet or something. It's just like I don't even know if any of this is true. Like, why would you fight over Chernobyl? What are they afraid that somebody's gonna like break the coffin that they poured on top of it?
Mm. All I know is I'm kind of the only thing that surprises me is just how much Putin fucked a dog on this.
Oh wow, we're
Yeah.
talking about dog fucking.
We were.
Oh, now he shows up.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so first of all, we're on colored people time, so fuck off.
Brian,
And-
your head is very small.
Oh, my head is very small.
I thought you fixed this. I thought you like had a normal size head. I didn't realize you went and saw the shaman or whatever it was you were doing instead of being here an
I was
hour
helping
ago.
my dad. I was helping my dad out. It was just last minute attic bullshit. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
this
not
is
what
what
it
I get
says
for trying to be a good son.
This is not what it says in the DM I leaked. Like, if you look at this thing, what I leaked here, it clearly just says it's just more poop. Like, it's right there.
Yeah, just more. Yeah, more shit. Probably. Yeah. This is what it is. It's a big poop.
And so the whole chat here, we were like trying to figure out like just how bad the poop was that you were experiencing.
It was
Mrs. H said it was hot
dilapidating. It was like
snakes.
having a second baby.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
you had a first baby out of there, but that's pretty
Oh,
impressive.
me either.
So
Truly.
this means your pullout game isn't as good as you claim.
No, my pullout game is exceptional. I only give like mouth and chest babies.
All right. Brett, I don't know if you want to be here for the cringe when the cringe begins.
Stick around. You're already here.
Eh.
Welcome to the Cringe crew. Ugh.
All right, Brian, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to let you share your screen. You can drive.
No,
this
I don't
because
want to share
drove the
my
last-
screen.
No, you're totally doing it. You're doing it right now.
Why am I
You have
sharing
no
my
choice.
screen?
You have no choice. You're doing it.
What am I sharing? What am I sharing?
Whatever. I mean, we've only been exchanging like 5,000 messages about John Delarose here, so we should probably do that one. I thought that's what we were going to make fun of tonight.
That's what we're going to make fun of. Let's
Oh.
see. Which one should I start with? Why am I the one to
I don't-
share?
Because you're late. I've been having to hold the fort down for a freaking hour. All right.
But I don't want to expose my DMs.
So don't expose your DMs. You don't have to share your whole screen. You can just share like the browser tab because you probably use Chrome like a plebe.
No, I'm using. I actually am using Chrome.
See?
I'm using
Called
Chrome.
out.
Let's see. Slides.
Can you add stuff to the stream? No, you should be able to do. Let's see. If you go to the share
window.
button,
There we go.
yeah, share screen, and then let you pick like individual Chrome tabs and stuff. It's pretty cool. You don't
Yeah.
even have to show the whole Chrome window if you're using Chrome. It lets you show an individual tab, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice. All right. There's that. All right. All right. Cool. Awesome. Firefox is what I use. All right. So,
All
I
right,
don't know where to begin.
where do we begin?
Where do we begin? So,
Yeah.
if you haven't been around the block for a day or nine, John De La Rose did this awesome Indiegogo that is no longer in.
I'm going to turn my camera off so I can slouch all the way because I feel like slouching after spending an hour hunched over staring at my webcam.
Oh, you're welcome. So, let's see here. Let's see if we can pull this up. All right. So,
Oh my god, I have the most elaborate intelligence network.
All right, there we go. So, John De La Rose had this nice little Indiegogo going called High School Girl in the Crusades. It was dope. It was awesome. I had a cameo where I was getting decapitated. It was the most hilarious shit to me.
Oh, if I'd
Yeah.
known that, I would have backed it.
Well, I was drunk when I did it because it was the middle of a sticker war. And I was blowing off some steam, and I ended up on JDA's stream, like drunk out of my mind after I broke a satellite. Anyway, so
Oh, it was that night.
As you
okay.
do.
as I do, so anywho, John's got this thing called Korean Manger, some other shit. Oh yeah, and then he's got like this nice little, I guess, joke image of Liam holding
Yep.
some other dude.
Well,
It
that's
was-
what
No,
was
it's
that
just
character's
typical
name? It's
John
like-
De La Rose shit, right? Like if you've ever followed JDA, it's typical JDA shit.
Yeah, he's a 4chan troll.
Exactly. And he's very hilarious about it. So as he was going through doing all this junk, right? Liam dropped what we thought was a bunch of DCMAs, but it ended up being a doxing thing, which, and we go back over to here, my tab. Actually, I don't even think this is the right tweet. I'll have to find the right tweet. But this is kind of where I pulled up and started because now I'm exposing all my dirty DM messages. But Liam's been. Oh, this is also the reason why I don't have like public discords. By the way, I don't like people publicly coming in and out, not knowing who's who. But anyway, Liam has been pretty much stalking JDA and through his own Discord. And every time JDA makes an update, he's been spamming Indiegogo to get his shit taken down. And this is some of the most cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I
As far as
have the
comics
most
is
elaborate
related.
intelligence network in comics. I know everything about everyone.
I
and I
do
have
it
for
right.
years.
Lizabar, do it right.
No, I
Put on
can't
your
do
fr-
Liam's voice. I can't do it.
You don't have to do it. Just do your best or worst Aussie accent.
I can't do it.
I
like-
can. I can.
Oh, did you do it? You go for it. I'm just
I
being overly
have the
dramatic.
I have the most elaborate intelligence
Oh!
network in comics. I know everything about everyone, and I have for years. I know all your dirty little secrets. Right now, JDA's trying and opt to get me ready for my latest litter of pups. But too bad, losers. My wife is a vet.
Wait. So the funny part about this is he's actually married.
Somehow. I
'Cause-
mean, he
Because
does
the
have
last
the money,
I checked, he was
right?
busy like trying to sexually harass Nerd Wonder. So that just means you're a very shitty husband.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she's into it.
Eh,
She did
who
marry
am I
him
to
after
victim
all.
blame,
You know,
right? But
So, yeah.
anywho,
like
So-
screenshots of a public Discord server. Like that doesn't prove anything, man.
it really doesn't. But,
I could go
here we
fake
go.
all that if you want me to. Like, I should leak fake DMs or fake stuff from the Rag server and cause some drama. That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be fun. I haven't had legitimate drama in like 2 years now.
You had Stickergate, dude.
I mean, but that wasn't legitimate drama.
That's-
That was just one person being hyper autistic.
Look. It was legit drama. Like you had a guy going after you like super hard. There was,
It was
leaked
like
DMs, pedophilia accusations of people who are in prison now, like all kinds of stuff. It got spicy.
It did get spicy a little bit, but he did cross the line, so I had to drop nukes like straight out the gate. Yeah, that was so dumb. That shit was so dumb. I'm absolutely dumber for fucking
We all
even
are.
participating in it. We all are. The entire internet lost that day.
I think I lost like 10 IQ points over the course of that. Like I have to go back to school and relearn how to walk.
Yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, the DMCA thing was not really DMCA. It was just Liam complaining about John and dropping like actual what do you call those things? Anyway, it's just like some harassment bullshit. And part 2 of it, I'm going all like ass backwards on this.
Man, you should like close your Twitter DM tab down there in the corner, dude.
Yeah, I should, but
You know?
this is why I don't share screens. Anyway, let's see. This
Oh
is
yeah,
the
this.
new
I saw this.
yeah, this is the new latest and greatest update that came out from there. So the problem here is Indiegogo only gave John like a portion of the money and said, "Yeah, this is closed down, and now the owner of the campaign is going to be held accountable for filling all your perks." Right? Well, John can't get to the back end, and definitely can't show off like what perks, or he can't. Doesn't know. He doesn't have like the fucking cut sheet that has everybody who signed up. These are your perks. Blah 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 blah. So it's like nobody knows what the fuck is going on with the campaign. John says that he's never violated the privacy of any of the customers, but as I move this tab back. Oh wait, no, I just click on the other tab. I'm a silly goose. But as we look over here, this is more than likely the thing that got him in trouble.
But
Right
that
here.
character is named like Orange Fat Man Baby or something.
A fat orange hair man baby in a suit.
Yeah,
is
there we
the
go.
Correct nomenclature of
Like who would mistake that character for the character that Liam Gray plays on YouTube when he's doing his show, which is the orange-haired tyrant or something like that. Like these are not the same character, obviously. Just look at him. This guy, for example, I'm not sure he has knees.
or a neck.
He looks like Cotton from King of the Hill.
Yeah, maybe. Or the head kind of looks like a pustule about to pop to me. And I don't think Liam Gray like he actually has like a skull, I'm pretty sure.
A skull, but no spine.
I don't think I've ever like seen his neck, so I don't think I can comment on that.
I rest my case. But anyway, this is just the most silliest of cringe. What's really bad about it is our dear friend Liam has attacked a 4chan troll that is notoriously good at taking people to court and poning the ever living shit out of them. So that's what makes this hilarious to me. Because if this actually goes across the international court, because Liam is Australian or autistic, it's the same thing.
I can attest to that. I watch Major Kill.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the gist of it. And then you have like these other like fun little tidbits that copy and paste.
Bro.
Yeah. I'm doing off of one thing and another thing. It's not like there's any of like the actual porn that we share. Anyway.
Wait, that's what we do? I thought we
What?
shared Cringe.
Oh, this is Cringe, right? I have no idea who this Mr. Italian X is.
Yeah, I don't either, but
It's just like my
I
first
saw
time
this
seeing
tweet
him.
when JDA retweeted it, I think.
Yeah, so did I. So the funny part here is like, hey, Indiegogo, I'm a creator with 240k followers on YouTube. All right, sure. I was planning to use your platform for a large comic campaign, but I'm uncomfortable doing business. So unless you clarify why you moved JDA's comic, please be transparent. And of course, Indiegogo responded because that's what Indiegogos do. Oh, look, more people I've muted. But the funny thing about this whole thing was everybody was saying that Indiegogo was like the last true bastion of,
Yes.
freedom, and that was the only place you could go to crowdfund a book. If you didn't go to Indiegogo, you were a traitor to the regime, yada yada yada. And now look at it. Now look what's what happened. We've come full circle. We went from Kickstarter being politically incorrect with everybody, and then we've gone. Wait, was Kickstarter first? Yeah, everybody hated Kickstarter.
Yep.
So everyone
Absolutely.
from hating Kickstarter to now, and this is the only reason why I kind of just wanted to swap screens really quick.
Who is this Mr. Italian X? Like, I just went over to his Twitter to like try to figure this out, and like, there's nothing here that's like interesting. Is this just me?
No one I really care to really dig into, but
When
if
were
you
the
share
first
my
time you
screen,
heard of him?
Is this Oh, wait, is this the actual Vito, or is this like somebody masquerading as him?
no idea.
Because isn't the actual Vito like accused of being a pedophile or something in some drama like a month ago?
Oh shit! Isn't that like every 5 minutes someone's getting accused of being a pedo?
Yeah, if this is Vito, he was like beefing with Nick Rekieta or something like a month ago about something stupid, and I only vaguely remember this because I just recognized the guy's little icon on his YouTube page.
Oh, interesting.
The only thing I can recall about Vito coming within 9 miles of being a pedo was that he defended cuties.
Wow, he
Uh,
defended the French. Sunk to
that's
a new
pretty
low.
sus. Like if you think about it, though, that's pretty sus.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's just, but that's all I got.
I don't really follow uh too many people, so I don't really know
Yeah, I
why
don't
or
actually
care.
know who this guy is. I just remember seeing his name and that icon thrown around a bunch.
Yeah, now share my screen.
Oh, bro,
Yeah, there we go.
I thought you could click the button to put your stuff in it yourself, but I guess not.
No, I can't. Anyway, so now the funny thing is, Kickstarter's looking like a nice platform right about now. Ain't it? Ain't it? Haven't we all come full circle? We've gone from Kickstarter bad, Indiegogo good, to Kickstarter looks like home. Oh, hey, I got a notification. What is this notification? Oh, butt dimples. Yep. So that's today's cringe. And what's some other fun things that's gone on?
Did
Oh,
you see that
yeah.
apparently like there's gonna be a Comicsgate crowdfund site so they don't have to depend on this stuff? I thought I dropped a tweet. Yeah, there it is in the chat we had.
Yeah, in the chat we had, it's gonna. Oh,
Like I haven't seen whatever stream this was announced on, but
yeah, there he is.
good luck with
So,
that.
yep. So the bad thing about this is, do you remember? See if I can pull this site up really quick. It was called Indie Crowdfund. Yeah, here it is. See if this is still open. Yeah. All right. This should be fun. Even more fun cringe. Just dump that in the tab. All right.
Oh boy, we sure
Yep.
do love cringe.
We all love cringe. So this is Indie Crowdfund. This
What
was
is
like
this?
this was the dream child of what's his nuts? Mike Wheeler, right? We are now in the pre-launch phase accepting campaigns, right?
Wait. Wheeler or Miller?
Wheeler.
Mindy Wheeler's husband?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
okay. Her I know. And then he's like, oh yeah. He's like a super nerd. Like as nerds go, he's like a nerdy nerd. Like I don't understand why he would do anything. They got kicked out of conventions and stuff, right?
Or something. I don't
Yeah.
really follow people
Eh.
that deeply. But anyway, so this was kind of like weird. And you're gonna see some uh familiar faces on this thing. And I actually probably one day should do an investigation on if these guys ever got their money. But anyway, what's his nuts launched this, and the back end. I don't know if I still have an account on here, but I made one just kind of to poke around and look. But check it out, right? We have Otis Stein, only 1% funded. Pot Toria, yeah, it's like nobody really knew this thing existed, even though they're trying to spread the word. But this was like their flagship thing, right? Boobs, a parody comic. Now you're looking at 461% funded, 13K pledged, but then you open this thing.
Okay. Or am I gonna have to like censor the stream after we get done here? Like, what are you showing
Yeah.
us here?
Yeah, probably. But anyway, you have 29 supporters raised that much. It kind of looks kind of sus.
But copies sold 1,347.
Does the math
How
She
does
does
how does
not
this
add up.
work?
She
does
does
the
not
math
add up.
does the math add up, right? Because regular cover 12 sold, variant 0, variant 4.
Mrs. H is calling you out in the chat, by the way.
You made
Being
an
in
account
town.
just to poke around. Her. Well, yeah, I wanted to see how the back end looked and how it worked.
The back end. So you're not
Yeah, see the
interested
back
in
end.
the frontier? Okay.
The back end. I wanted to see how the back end worked. Yeah. But anyway, one. Let's do a count here. 1, 4, 12. That's what. I'm bad at math, but it also could be because I'm
1, 4,
black.
and 12. That's not even 29.
That's let's do the math here. Let's see.
Look, I've got a math
1
degree, and
plus
I don't want to
4
do
plus
this.
12. That's like 17, right? So where the fuck did the let's hold on. 29 minus 17. Where are the other 12 supporters coming from, right? And how the fuck where's the other copy sold?
Yeah, is this secretly like 13.47 copies? They just forgot to render the decimal.
I don't know. But then it's also still sucks because they're like, oh yeah, we raised 13 G's. But by whom? And I know there's like a retailer thing on it. Oh, can't. 11 people already raised 1,300. Don't understand the power boost. So back when this was funded in 2020, it was 11 people. Now it's 29. But where is all that extra loot coming from? Yeah, if you back multiple tiers, it counts, right? But 12 people at $20. Again, I'm bad at math. Let's see. What's 12 star 20? That's $240, right? And then let's do plus what's that? Parentheses. Anyway, that's more numbers, but this doesn't really add up to me. That's like what, $80?
Yeah.
Yeah, $80. This was plus add $80.
I
And
mean,
then like
let's just
another
go like
20,
best case scenario. You're looking at a couple $100 raised. Done.
like $340 is what you're really looking at. So where's this, right? So that's going to be the problem with as we go and look at, hey, he's going to set up his own Comicsgate crowdfunding website. So the question is now, is this website going to be open for everybody, or is it going to start gatekeeping? Because if it starts gatekeeping, doesn't that pretty much give the same problem as Kickstarter and Indiegogo?
I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but apparently gatekeeping is a good thing to do nowadays.
Oh, it's always been a great thing to do.
I mean, my stance has been like, the reason you don't throw a party where everybody's invited is because sooner or later assholes are going to crash it.
Yep. Bullet Ninja says, I'm not saying it adds up, but were there original art tiers?
Oh, it could be that maybe we're not seeing tiers that can't be purchased anymore or something.
I mean, maybe, but that's still kind of weird. You would want those numbers to show. You got to register for shit. But I'll have to dig into that later.
I'm trying to find like more information about this. Like, I found a tweet from Matt Tren here talking about. I think the main problem with any crowdfund is that the wheelers present themselves with a political bias of poisoning for a larger base. And then there's like half the tweets he's responding to in this thread are from suspended accounts. So
Yep.
Uh,
Twitter really ruined the ability to follow conversations, man.
It really did. It really did.
Yeah.
Then we also have this
Oh
Liam.
yeah. More Liam.
Liam
I
going
love
out
it.
there and saying, yeah, he's been trying to take down JDA's crowdfund. Now he's going to go after his YouTube and all of his stuff as he used personal these and his Patreon and everything he has used to distribute personal information to promote the harassment campaign. What harassment campaign? All I saw was John promoting a really gnarly book where I was going to get decapitated. And now the world is robbed of that. Pew, 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 pew.
Should we pour one out for that?
Yeah, we should. But John, fighter as he is, I think he's gonna open up his own little storefront and keep on trucking.
He's already selling digitals, I think I saw.
Oh, gnarly.
Which Flying Sparks, I only ever read the first one and then like a spin-off special that he sent me to review. Like it's an alright book. Like it wasn't bad or anything.
I heard like it was okay. Like I didn't hear anything like bad about it. Like oh yeah, it was all right. It was okay. It was what it was. Yep.
Yeah, it was all right. Like I wouldn't say it was like an amazing book or anything, but it was also not a bad book. Like you could pick it up and read it, and you'd have fun.
Yep. I don't know if he still had that going.
John seems to always hop from one comic project to the next.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could do the same.
Why don't you?
Because money.
Also, you famously said I'd rather do one thing really great than a bunch of things mediocre.
Oh, that too. But mostly money. Because like if I could get like the second artist I want on a salary full time, oh yeah, I'd be cooking. I would totally be cooking.
Who's your second artist so we can steal it?
Well, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna say anything. Nope. Because it's already happened once. Fucking Joe Quesada. Fucking roommate.
Oh, let's not go there. We're not here for personal cringe, Brian. We're
Oh
here
yeah,
for other
sorry.
people's cringe.
Sorry. I tuttled. I
If we
felt
start
all the
getting,
tuttle.
yeah, if we start getting into personal cringe, like we're never gonna stop. Like we're just gonna keep going, and next thing we know, it'll be tomorrow, and we'll be at work already and still going.
Yep.
Ooh.
Dude, there is like nothing about that indie crowdfund that's like worth talking about on Twitter. Like I have scoured like tweets all over the place, and nobody's talked about it since that one thread that Matt Trin was in since 2020. Like,
Yep. And it was really more of like a Facebook thing. And I'll say what the Mandy Wheeler, whatever her name is, her husband was trying to was really trying to make that like the next Kickstarter, the next Indiegogo, and the idea behind it was like okay, but then there's just sketchy shit behind it, like you know, no Twitter mate, so you know what it's like to be in the head of a lady trying to have a conversation with a group of other ladies. Oh, that's true. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it was sketch. There's just like so many red flags, at least to me. The idea behind it was to get more books into retailers' hands so retailers could go in and back your book. But you had like all those weird inflated numbers too.
mm-hmm.
Let me see if I still have like my thing. I think they didn't have like any payment processors set up either. I think that was the other issue. Do I have a login? I do not.
It looks like Indie Crowdfund used to have a Twitter account, but it doesn't exist anymore because people on Twitter were adding it, and
Oh.
there's just no account now.
Oh, he probably. Oh, I think he got into it with Larry and then said, "Fuck this! I'm deleting the account." But
This seems to be a common refrain. People get involved with Larry, and then accounts get deleted.
Hmm.
right. I wonder why that is.
Hmm.
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 That was the dumbest drama I've ever been involved in, and I've been
Oh, man,
involved in some dumb drama.
yeah, I've seen some. What? Oh God, I can't do that Peter Venkman line right now. He says to Vigo, but you take the thing
Wait, was that in Ghostbusters 1 or 2?
too." When he's on the ground,
I did not see Ghostbusters 2.
you failed me. But you see, funny. Anyway, you see, like Otis Stein was on there, and he only got $400 or $4 off of one PDF, and it was just like, hmm. This didn't have
Oh, okay, Brett. Why
this
would
didn't
you
have
link
like a
this to
whole
me?
lot of like reach was the issue with it. Oh wait, hold on. Let me click on these things. Here's the Facebook. I
Brett,
can post
why would
something.
you link me this? Like now, I feel like vomiting or something. This passed up cringe.
Yeah. All right, this is what happened in October 2nd, 2022. We will be moving the site in a different direction. Creators do not seem to want to participate in the matter we were expecting, and would rather use Kickstarter and Indiegogo. They do not want to use our site without first seeing success. Retailers will not participate unless more retail quality books are offered. So what we have is a chicken for egg problem. We will no longer be accepting any more campaigns. We will not move forward with a hard launch. After the campaigns expire on the site, creator will be paid out, and then we will close this chapter. We will use what we've learned as the code, and we'll develop and launch a brand new conservative crowdfunding platform in which all types of projects can be funded without limiting ourselves to the comic book industry. And it's called Freedom Backer.
You know, the
Wait,
the
what?
putting the word conservative on that's the kiss of death.
It's the kiss of death on
Hold on,
anybody.
there's another crowdfunding site. It's called Freedom Backer. Is this real, or are you
Uh,
lying to me?
I just posted you the link.
As
Oh.
much as I wish we could just ignore like any possible political leanings. Like I have never seen like any of these quote unquote conservative alternative of tech apps ever be successful. Like Gab went nowhere, Minds went nowhere.
Mine's just kind of going somewhere ish.
Parlor went nowhere.
Probably went down so quick.
Oh my God, Brian! You
And
left
then
out like
there's
the best part of one of those things that you linked. The
Oh, what?
Indie Crowdfund Facebook. Let me put this on screen. Hold on.
Yeah, get
like
rid of my screen. Stop sharing my screen. My screen sucks.
about the only like about the only real conservative media success I feel like I can point to is probably Ben Shapiro's film company, and even that feels debatable.
No, the only thing that would successfully come from Ben Shapiro is his sister.
All right. So you remember all the like the Liberty Gate stuff, Varian Grant and all that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we should talk about that. Oh, we absolutely should talk about that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you got updates, I haven't paid attention to it for like 2 weeks because I had like the pager shift and all that, so I've been like totally disconnected from all the good cringe. But hold on.
Was that John in chat? Hey, what's up,
It
buddy?
is. Hi.
Hey. We're
But you
just talking
remember?
about how Liam's being
Yeah, we'll get back to Liam. But
altruistic.
you remember one of the people involved in all that somehow tangentially, because he's one of the people that like sold books to Varian or whatever,
There we
was
go.
Pops Van Zandt. So here he
yeah.
is in the middle of another failed comic book project thing. These people, like, I don't understand it. It's just, it goes around, man. It's just like swirls, and the same people are involved in all of this stuff. How is this even possible?
I have no idea. It's like the same people. Okay, it's like it's kind of like Tyler was saying, right? You had this group of people, right, get taken for a ride. Oh, you didn't see me air quote, but I air quoted.
I believe it.
We could
Okay,
hear it
so
in
you
your
have-
voice.
Yeah, so you have these people getting taken for a ride because they took their project and put it in somebody else's hands. And then when Tyler asked them questions about, hey, what's the goal with this? And they kind of like laughed at it and muted him and whatnot. And they're like, it's kind of like, you guys, oh, they didn't know what their goal was because they're not handling the fucking IGG. So it's like, you got these group of idiots. I mean, these group of creators put their projects in the hands of one dude, got fucked over, just to go to another guy to put their project in his hands. And this is the thing that kind of like really pisses me off about most indie comic creators is like they're actively just trying to put their work into someone else's hands and not do like the actual hard work themselves. And it's kind of, what's the word? Dumb. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with dumb because that's the safe for work version. All right, so click on that link that I just shared.
The one to long shots? All right.
Yeah,
Also, I checked freedombacker.com doesn't resolve.
it doesn't
So-
exist, right? So it's
Yep.
kind of like to
So
go
like
back
what
to
So like what the domain's at least been registered?
don't think so.
No. DNS probe finish index domain. I think that means the domain doesn't exist.
Yeah, it haven't been squatted yet.
All right. So what are we looking for here on the long shots?
All right, so just look at their goal, right? The 7 creators risk it all to come up short. There's nothing left for them to do but let it ride, right?
I'll give him
long
this.
shots.
That's
The long
I'll give him.
shots. What?
give
Oh,
him-
let me finish reading. Black guy reading. That's hilarious. The long shots. It's a campaign comprised of 7 creators and 9 titles. Titles includes common genres like blah 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 blah. All books are printed. So you have these 7 books, right? Their goal for 7 books was only, where's it at? $500, and they've raised what, 1685.
Eh?
Yeah, like $500 as a goal for 7 books. It's kind of
You're practically
silly.
giving it away. You're practically.
Yeah, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll say this about the pitch. That's pretty honest advertising.
It
Like-
is honest advertising, but like you start scrolling through the tiers, and you have like
It's 9 books, Brian, not 7.
7, 9. I told you I'm black and bad at math.
Oh, and I guess these are the books here. Look at this. We've got like generic blue super cop who's
I
British
thought
or
that was the
something.
tick.
No, that's Interceptor. Apparently,
So it's not the tick.
I don't think so. I do
Lame.
like. I like the one with. Oh my god, I just forgot his name.
Papa Shango.
That's what I was gonna say, but that's yeah. Anyway, I mean, like that one looks kind of cool because I'm totally into like the Shadow Man thing. Anyway, like in fact, I think that's coming out this next Wednesday. Is the next is your Shadow Man. I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be dope. But like, I don't know. A lot of this doesn't really catch my eye all that much. Like, what is this? Is this like a panda with a sword up here? It's kind of hard to tell.
I can't even make out most of this.
Yeah. Do we got like big pictures?
Wait, there's a panda. Where's the
I'm-
panda?
I'm trying to find it, Brian. Yeah,
Please
it is
tell-
a panda. Look at this. Tall
Is it a
tail.
Is it a kung fu panda?
It's like a. Oh my god, dude! What is with the zoom? I just wanted to make the picture bigger.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna find it again.
Please be a kung fu
Wait,
panda.
I found it. It's a panda.
It's a
Are any of
sword
these
panda.
books Detective Dead? No, these are actually made.
Oh, he's not a
And
kung.
hopefully they're not crowdfunding for fonts.
Oh, he's not a kung fu panda. I'm sad.
Oh,
But
okay, but in indie comics, if you're not getting a major publishing deal, it's like indie. You're not working for Marvel, or DC. You can just go use most of the Blambot fonts for free. Like,
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, most, if not all of the, lots of them are license free.
and I also like. I'm on the mailing list for like myfont.com or whatever. I forget the name of the website. I think that's it. And they sell fonts, right? But they also just give fonts away. So I've picked up like lots of random interesting fonts just from like being on their stupid mailing list. Uh, and no, none of these books are Detective Dead. These books actually exist, unlike Detective Dead. So they have that much going for them. Now it's still all a giant scam somehow. Part of me believes that this whole Liberty Variant Grant Spencer's deal thing was all like a big wrestling work to sell these 9 books in a campaign. Like part of me is starting to believe that, but also part of me thinks that like Varian's best friend stabbed him in the back intentionally and gaslit him so that they could do this.
Yeah, I would have to agree because it's like I think we kind of spoke about it for a little bit that Varian was at he made mention that he was at like this fucking comic convention and in real time his friends watched him get scammed by some colorist dude. And it's like if
Yes.
your friends are sitting there watching you get scammed and laughing about it, are they really your fucking friends?
Good question, actually.
Right?
I mean,
Those are not your
friends,
friends, and those are
no.
definitely not friends you should be doing business with. Um, I mean, there are so many parts of this deal that just like screamed like red flag for me, but I, I gotta go back and be drunk so I could remember shit. Oh, what did Tyler say? These creators also ditched Indie Volt Network for a new YouTube network where they all stream too well. No, where do they all stream to? Each other? Nothing?
I mean, most of these people's YouTube channel presence was like the size of mine. And they're trying to actually do this for a living as opposed to just like goofing off and posting stupid game videos.
Right? Like a true cringe lord. Anyway, the funny thing about this though, right? If this is true, if they all ditched Indie Volt, if you scroll down, just past Interceptor,
Just past Interceptor. Okay, here we go. Interceptor. Indie Volt Revolt.
What?
right? And who is this made by? this
I
is
don't
made
know. I
by
can't read. I
this
can't
is
read
made
it.
by what's her nuts? Lolo, right? This is her shit, right?
Let me like open up the image in a separate tab and like zoom in on this. Uh, no, that's not the logo of Lola's company. This is something else.
Arrow Comics.
Because her company had like a woman as its logo.
Oh, are you sure? But it's from Indie Volt, and it's like the same. They pretty much come from the same spot.
Also, what exactly is the sequential art showcase? Like, is this just an anthology?
I have no idea.
Whoever drew this tree thing over here, like, this is actually pretty cool looking. Like,
It
it's
is
kind
kind
of
of
dope.
gnarly,
Mhm.
but
Hey,
unfortunately, it doesn't get us to the root of the problem.
It
no,
reminds me of Jeff Hardy's root tattoo.
dude, I just saw Jeff Hardy. I watched AEW and he showed up there this week.
Ah, nice. I've been in bed all week.
You know,
See,
you should consider getting out of bed every once in a while. Like, it's
I
good
mean,
for you.
I mean, every time I get out of my bed, my dad wants me to do more work on his fucking house. Hey, help me with this fence. Now help me with the roof. Now help me with the attic. Now come back and help me with the attic again.
Does he pull the I'm an old man card?
Um, now he does. Now he does. Oh, okay. All right. Now,
Oh! Arrow Comics is Randy. You remember Randy, who Variant's
Savage.
kid? Like, no, wrong Randy.
Oh,
Uh, the Randy
Orton.
Zimmerman, who Variant's son like calls Uncle Randy or Grandpa Randy or something. It so that book, the Indie Volt Revolt, is by Variant's former best friend forever, the one that I thought was gaslighting him and is the source of all this stuff.
I'm yeah. So that's funny. That's funny to me. So now for the more hilarious stuff. Let's go scrolling down the tiers here.
I was just looking at this. Like this tier here, actually, the one for like 9 books for $25, even if you throw in like $10 shipping, that might actually not be a bad deal. The books
Yeah, that's
exist.
not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal for how many books?
9.
9? Yeah,
9
that's
freaking books.
yeah, that ain't too bad. But scroll down.
All right. What am I in for? We got like books plus bookmarks now?
Let's double down.
I
Doesn't
mean,
doesn't really describe anything. Like the tiers don't really describe. Well, no, hold on. I actually have to click on it. Never mind.
we're just going like through gambling terminology. You got the buy-in. Now we're doubling down.
Like I said,
Let it ride.
at least their advertising's honest.
Let
Alright,
it
metal print.
ride. What the frick? Okay, when they say sketch cards, they mean we're actually getting artists doing sketch cards. Oh, it includes original art.
Ooh, original art. All right. Anyway, scroll down.
If I could get that like art of the tree thing, like that might not be too bad of a deal.
Scroll down. Scroll down.
What the frick? Perk includes a limited edition 250-page omnibus. Omnibus of what?
I've
Of
Premiere
what?
book.
You know what? I've never priced a tier higher than $100. Who has 1K to just throw away on a campaign?
I mean, I honestly had a tier at 1K, but we all know my campaigns. It's not a bad deal, but each book is only worth $2.70, and we know indie comics that's not enough. Ooh, I'm not gonna throw shade until we get to the end of these tiers.
Mrs. H, that laugh is me losing control of myself as a human being. I'm like ascending to mousehood or something here. Okay, so for $1,000, look at this. Does this omnibus already exist? Does this omnibus exist? Nobody has ever talked about an omnibus of these 9 comics that I have seen in this entire drama until this exact moment in time when I have clicked on this perk tier to see why it costs $1,000. This is ludicrous. This book doesn't exist, Brian. This
I
book
know,
doesn't
but
exist.
look at the how many people have claimed it.
Oh Lord.
0
Out of
I mean,
2.
I mean, I wouldn't claim it. Wait, are they only going to print 2 of the omnibus? Like, no wonder it costs so much. Are these like hand bound, coated in Moroccan leather or something? Because I
What?
did see a Kickstarter like 4 years ago where this dude was like, "Hey, we're gonna hand bind these books. They're gonna get like genuine Moroccan leather from artisans and stuff." Like he was going all out for his book. I forget what it was, but it was like super cool. That was only like $250.
Yeah, and it's
Guys,
gonna come with like
books.
ice chilled, freshly milked Cambodian breast milk or some shit.
hey guys, we still got one more tier
I'm
to go
scared to
through.
scroll
No,
down.
we have a couple more tiers to go through. Just
There's
scroll
more.
down.
There's more than just one more. You're
Scroll down.
lying to me. You're
I'm
lying
not.
to me.
Scroll down.
$2,500. What? Is this real? Am I shackled to this earth? Did I fall down?
Is
We've all
this
fallen
just
down.
fantasy?
Okay, includes a limited edition hardcover omnibus signed and numbered. So they're printing at least 3.
3.
There's only one of these, so there's at least 3 of those now.
Well, it
okay,
has to be 4 because you'd have to get a proof copy, right?
maybe one of
Metal
them is the
print,
proof copy
sketch
that they're
cards,
selling.
player's bag, hardcover omnibus, t-shirt and hat combo pack, metal trading cards, custom playing card combo pack, premium book bundle, original cover art.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
All that is worth $2,500,
No.
man.
But it includes a T-shirt and hat. Don't forget that.
Oh, is it the Brian Ball stole my money T-shirt? Because I know those go for like big bucks, $20.
I don't know. They need to throw some stickers in here.
Jesus
I
Christ!
understand that stickers are really expensive.
I know why those tiers are there, but I will not say in the chat or public. But I will DM Brian. DM Brian. DM Brian. Brian will say it. Brian will say anything. Well, it's a theory. It's probably
Alright.
just it. What it probably is you've seen what's his nuts do the same thing. Vox Day, where he had like the big giant tiers, right? And those tiers would be like, oh god, $1,000 for like a movie cameo that never came about. But he always had like the $1,000 tiers and higher, and those would like help fluff, the number at the top. But the one that I was actually waiting to get to is this last one at the bottom.
Oh,
I'm scared. I see the Spencer's sign.
Yes.
Oh no.
Like, this is
I see
where
the Spencer's sign.
Calm
All right, I'm
down.
doing it. I'm doing it.
Do
I'm
it.
doing it. I'm doing it.
Do it. Do it.
Ah!
$10,000! $10,000! You expect someone to draw 10K for a comic campaign? Are you shitting me?
Hold on. I don't think this even includes the comics.
Read it.
Let's. So
Egg Harbor Deluxe Package. What does that mean?
hold on.
What does this mean?
Calm. Tranquilo, Brett. I'm the one that's supposed to overreact here because I just will start yelling at my monitor like, "Get a lawyer!" Like it's expected of me. You should be more professional because you're trying to sell a product, whereas I'm just an idiot on YouTube. All right.
Remember, Brett, you're the CEO of a small
No, I'm not.
business. Act
No, I'm
accordingly.
not. I'm the PR manager.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's even worse.
All right, we got one rental car economy class, 3-day luxury motel, bug spray and dewormer provided, one voucher for an Italian lunch, a guided tour of Spencer's corporate office's parking lot with a promise of going inside that will never materialize. This hurts. One voucher for a sawhorse ride at the Texas Roadhouse down the street, and finally, a tour of a comic book store's basement. This is just making fun of Varian.
This is bad. Like, I for one appreciate a good shit post, but man, wow.
I'm going to
Wow.
stop the conversation about this for just 1 second. Do you remember like the campaign that they did for I think it was Saints Row 4 that included like you get like a Ferrari or something and like
The
a gold-plated video game system,
Are
and
we talking about the presidential package?
I think that might be what it was called. And it turns out that if you actually bought that, the car was expensive enough that it was actually cheaper than buying the car.
You want to hear a dumber one? I think it was with Just Cause 3 that
With the
apparently
jet or the island.
the island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, bro.
you had to
that's
rack
too
up.
good.
You had to rack up like I think like 1,000,000 points or something or some shit. I don't remember the exact number. It was fucking huge, but if you racked up the points, you could win your own private island. Problem was, they were not gonna foot the bill for it. You had to pay for the island, and not only that, I mean, it didn't really end up mattering in the end anyway because the scoring system was so broken, no one could ever get it anyway. I watch a lot of Guru Larry. Okay, guys, this is how I know these things.
I'm glad you're here to spread the info. Okay, so the Spencer's Executive Experience package really hurt me to read, Brian, because this is multiple slaps in Varian's face, like right
Mhm.
here. Like we passed up like mere like, oh, we're mocking him. That was kind of some of the stuff in the previous ones. This one is just like, yeah,
Drive
we
by,
hate
punch
this
you in the
guy.
dick.
Yeah, we want to put this guy in the grave. That's
Below
what
the
we reach here.
belt. Below the belt.
It is below the belt. Well, that whole thing, it's really hard to point fingers at who is at fault for this whole thing, this whole campaign happening. But I like to say that everybody involved was accountable at one point because nobody asked the good question at the right time. You know what I mean? Hey, can I see this contract? Who's your point of contact? Did you look up this company? What's this company's phone number? Where are they located? What's their website? What's their email? Who's the person at Spencer's? Like there's so many things that anybody could have just said, hey, wait, what's going on with X? And this all could have just been mitigated and solved out. I'm taking a class on Sec Plus, and I think one of the nice social engineering things that they used on Varian was just like the sense of urgency, like, oh, you got to do
Yep.
this now, you got to do this now, you got to do this now, so we can get this deal now, right? The other
That's what
thing,
that is what scammers use to get
oh,
you.
yeah, all the time. So, oh god, made me lose my train of thought. Thoughts. Um, but the other thing too is if you've ever dealt with any sort of vanity publisher, um, you know, the moment a company tells you you have to pay us X amount of money so we can publish stuff for you, it's a scam. It's a downright scam. Anytime a publishing company says you have to pay me a percentage of stuff, it's a scam, right? You got a publisher, great, that's awesome. They want to take a portion of your IGG funds, nope, that's a fucking scam. Go away, run, fucking run.
Hmm.
Ouch. It's a good thing that Cody's not here.
Hey, look, I'm just telling it is what it is, man. Everybody knows how I feel about that particular group, and it's just what it is. It's like they're good people. I just don't think their business model is the right way to go. But that's another cringe for another day. But anyway, at the end of the day, if you could end up doing 90% of the work yourself, or if you do 90% of the work and this company isn't doing really anything, they're doing no marketing for you, they're not doing any hosting for you, they're not doing any like blurbs, any editorial, anything editorial. If all they're doing is taking your PDF and then selling it, it's a scam. That's just not how this shit should work. I should know. I've worked with at least 2 publishers by now. And the way it works is, hey, here's the stuff. Let us pay you this advance. Here's your money. All right. Now here's your deadline to turn in the next thing for us so you get your next advance. And then you turn that thing in. So really the publishing company should be paying you money as you turn stuff in, not the other way around. And if you knew these things as you're dealing with stuff, you know, you wouldn't be caught up in these situations. So again, just to bring this back to like Varian, it's like there's questions that he should have asked that I don't think he was able to ask because, hey, he got caught up in this being a good deal. So that whole sense of urgency, got him.
Yep.
That's one. And two, I think he's going through that medical shit. So I don't believe he was mentally competent at that moment to, ask those questions and make those decisions. Someone else should have been handling that and making that deal. And if Randy is his true and blue bestest of friends and his code
Former.
writer in on it, if he was in on this too, helping out or aware of it, that motherfucker's just as guilty as Variant. So again, if who's running this? Oh, Anthony Figueroa. Who's Anthony
Who-
Figueroa?
Anthony Figaro, I believe, is the person who did all the communications between the creators and the printer.
Oh, he's the guy that does God Hands. All right, that's good to know.
And I think he's the guy that was the one who arranged for the books to be sent to the warehouse in Michigan and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. So I don't know what the goal of this project is. What's the discussion say?
There's like nothing good in here.
Well, there's nothing here that tells me anything about any of these books. And I'm real particular about the stuff I back anyway, so
Yeah, that was one of the things I was looking at this campaign. Like, I'm scrolling down here, right? And I see some stuff that kind of looks interesting, and then I want to read about it. It's like, oh, it follows once notorious pirate Jean Lafitte, who after 15 years in exile is blah blah blah. Okay, well, who's the writer? Who's the artist? Like, why isn't that all spelled out right here, so I can know more about this book? One of the ways when you're marketing that you can hook people into liking your product is to build that little connection. If you get up, if you're ever giving a presentation and you're talking to some people and there are people you're going to work with multiple times or whatever, a great way to kind of get them to like you is to actually, before the presentation, talk about yourself in a one-on-one setting with people and let them know that you're an actual human being. And then when you get up and talk for real, they'll be like, I'm going to pay attention to this guy. He's an actual human being and not a soulless corporate machine, even though you're just exploiting them by acting that way so you can further your corporate, goals.
As a soulless corporate machine.
Mm-hmm.
I should know I am a soulless corporate machine. So,
You are pretty soulless. But they got more stuff in their little teaser video.
oh, there's a teeth. Hold on. I didn't even see this. Where's the? Oh, yeah, you're right. There is a video here. Hold on. I think my sound stopped working, and I need to close my browser tab or something. Let me stop sharing and reshare because it popped up a message that said the connection broke. So let me fix that. And
Like your
then,
water.
yeah, that happens every 10 months or so. It's pretty brutal. Okay, I think now we've got sound. Let's see if this works.
I hear music.
Is this going anywhere?
No,
9
it's-
books, 1 dream. I think I saw that YouTube video. It was on YouTube,
2
it was on
girls,
other
1 cup.
websites. No, the 9 books, 1 dream. It's very
Oh.
similar, just involves more girls.
No cups though, right?
Nope.
So, all right, I'll wait till we get done with this.
Wait. Did that bubble really pop up and say the name is Trash Man? Is that the name of one of these books? Did I miss that?
This is trash.
Oh yeah, there's some people.
Okay, so all right, so now that we got the names of all these people, why isn't that in the is that in the FAQ? That might be in the FAQ. Nope, it's not in the FAQ. That
No,
should
it's
be in
like
the FAQ.
boilerplate.
Right? It's like that. Who are these 7 creators?
Luke Stone, creator of I Went Into a COVID Coma for 3 months.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
I shouldn't make fun of that, but
You should
like,
not.
the
You're bad.
timing of
That's
all
bad.
this is terrible. Like, this all happened at the same time. Like, he woke up from a coma in the middle of his deal going bad. Like, I don't even know. He should just went back to sleep.
That's so bad. I feel out of everybody, I kind of feel the worst for him. But if you okay, the point being is apparently Randy used to be a big deal in comics, apparently million years. Why doesn't Randy no more?
Really? I'm gonna Google this. I need to know.
And I think this is a key takeaway right here. Like, assuming one of these people is not scamming the rest of them, then what Tyler says here is clearly the case.
Yeah, clearly none of these people have any experience that they claim or preach. Again, this kind of goes back to the initial deal with Varian. Like, hey, why are we paying this group? Why are we paying this quote unquote distributor for our books? Why aren't they paying us for these books? Where's our money? Like, when are we getting paid? That would have been like the first thing.
Where's the lawyer to look at the contract?
Right?
Oh, Tyler asks a great question here.
What's the dream? I don't know, because the last time a black guy dreamed,
You're not gonna finish that, are you?
no, that was the joke.
Well,
Interrupted right in the middle of it. Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
that was the joke.
Okay, well, apparently Tyler's statement about Randy checks out. He has a comic Vine page, says award-winning commercial and graphic artist, comic book artist, writer, and comic book historian, currently working out of his basement as Zim Comics. This means Zim Graphics, right?
So who's that, Randy?
Yeah.
So he should have a lot of connections, so he should know how a lot of this works. So why is this? I don't know. Why does this look like I did it?
No,
think you're
actually,
being-
it doesn't look like you did it. It doesn't look that good.
I think you're being a little too hard on yourself. If you did it, it'd look a little better.
I mean, have we seen me actually crowdfund anything other than like the joke? Oh yeah.
I saw you crowdfund Invisible Comics.
Yeah, 250 each, and we sold out.
I said you crowdfunded a fake campaign, the money of which you ended up donating to charity, I think.
Yeah, the charity being my wallet. I'm in need.
Best
No, we
charity
actually
ever.
didn't. We did. No, it was I would have donated it all to charity if I had gotten a certain amount, and we didn't hit that amount, so it just went into my pocketbook.
It's a shame you could have used the tax write-off.
I still use that as a tax write-off. But anywho, point being, if they combine these 7 creators combined, somebody should know something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you guys ever seen this website before? ComicArtFans.com. Like,
I've
apparently Randy
literally
Zim.
I have literally now just heard of it.
Yeah, I was just googling him like you were. Actually, no, I was doing Brave search because I'm not googling. But anyway, that doesn't matter. And I just stumbled across this, and uh, is Zimmerman actually like just an old school cartoonist and not actually a comic book artist? Because those are different fields of study.
I feel like I know as much as you do.
Oh wait, let's pull up his Twitter. His Twitter. What could go wrong with his Twitter? Please don't have boobies on it. Please don't have boobies on it.
please have boobies on it. Please have boobies on it.
So, judging by that page we were looking at a second ago, this must be his art style right here.
Yeah, not a fan.
It's very like it's cartoonish, not comic bookish. Like this would
Oh,
be
what's that one?
fine in that is Ginger Stars, unique serialized run, 6 page per chapter, backup feature
Oh,
by
click
Randy
on
and
it.
somebody else.
Click on it. Click on it. Could use some work. To 1950s. Boring.
So yeah, this has to be his style right here, which it's fine if you're actually doing like a Sunday like newspaper strip or something. This kind of
Mhm,
style like totally pops. But for like selling a long form comic book, is this something he drew? Is he a furry?
I mean, you
All
had
furries must die.
you had Carl Barks doing the art for the Scrooge McDuck comic.
Oh, and we can't go down further without me logging into Twitter. So there we go. That's the end of our looking at Randy Zimmerman's Twitter page. He's got a website or something, right? Oh, here's his comic vine.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, he made comic books a long time ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, if his stuff was published by Caliber Comics, I own some books from that publisher. Like this company just went away in the early '90s, I think,
Oh my god.
maybe the mid
Caliber's
'90s.
Caliber sounds kind of vaguely familiar to me.
Yeah, they were one of the many indie comic companies that popped up in the indie boom of the '80s, and just kind of like they limped along until sometime in the '90s, and then they folded, I think.
No, I'm just like, were they the people who published The Crow?
I have no idea. I've never actually looked up the Crow comic books. Oh, let's see. Look at this, man. Look, we just comic find just like doxing where people live. Look at this.
Oh
This is
wow.
To,
ridiculous.
well, actually, I think he might have entered that in himself. I don't know if he has an
Weird.
account. If he has, if he if he set up the profile himself, that is.
So
I
Randy
don't know.
Zimmerman appears in 55 issues. Can I just get like a list of names or whatever? So yeah, he's had stuff published with basically like a super indie public. Oh my god, I think I own this book.
Oh, Shuriken? Hey,
I own one of
I
these.
remember this.
So he apparently did something with issue one. Maybe he was the cover artist.
Wait, isn't this one didn't somebody do like a new Indiegogo to bring that back?
I think you're
I
thinking. I think you're mixing it up with Billy Tucci's comic She.
Oh no. Shuriken.
That was pronounced Shuriken. That's how I've always heard it.
That's because you're like, I don't know, American. Um,
So it says he's got like a credit in here, but I don't see where the credit is.
I remember this was coming back.
Maybe that wasn't the right issue.
Hey, I was right. Caliber did publish The Crow back in the 80s.
That's pretty cool.
But anyway, so
Oh, here he is. He
point
was on
point.
issue 5. He was an inker.
So okay. Anyway, point being, this guy's been around a hot minute. So out of all these 7 to 9 people, he should have known better. And he should have known the questions to ask.
Should have known
Just saying.
something.
Yeah,
I mean-
just saying.
I mean, and I think I talked about this one time. Like, just because you were the fry cook at a restaurant does not mean you understand how the business works.
No, but you know how the kitchen runs,
True.
right? So I'm not saying like, hey, he should know how the whole restaurant ends. But if someone says, hey, we're gonna do some weird shit in the kitchen, you should be like, well, you're not gonna have like your gas stove right underneath the fryer next to the open flame and on all day with nobody watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Right. So when stuff starts looking weird, you should be like, or you should at least be able to be like, hey, I know I when something weird comes up, you should be like, well, that's kind of odd. Well, why is it that way? Like, I don't know. If someone comes up to you and says, hey, I want you to come work in my kitchen, like, oh, cool. All right. Now pay me $200 a month so you can work in my kitchen. That should be like a why am I paying you? Yeah, exactly. What Tyler just said. If Randy has all this publishing history and has worked with established creators, how come he did not understand or ask the questions of the deal? It's like, come and take some accountability. Exactly. Everybody should be taking accountability for that whole deal going down. It's not just, oh, Varian fucked up. Everybody that was a part of that deal fucked up. Whether it's by negligence or incompetence, you can't just like dump that all on Varian. It's not fair, in my opinion.
I mean, I didn't know thing one about this whole boondoggle till you guys started talking about it, and it all sound.
Do
And
we
it
need to
all sound.
explain this? Do we need to go and explain
I
this
feel
real
like-
quick?
No, I think I kind of picked
It's
up the
worse
gist
than you
of.
think.
I feel like I
Oh.
picked up the gist of it, but it's like everything about it just sounds completely sketchy to me. It's like, would you, it's like, would you respond to a job opening and take the job after getting hired, and they say, "Hey, we're gonna need you to pay us X amount, and if you're gonna work here." I mean, and that's not. I mean, we're not even talking like paying like union dues or shit.
Ooh.
Like, no, I mean, like, I mean, seriously, would you want to take a job if where you had to pay your employer, man?
No.
Exactly.
All right, I think I got to explain a little bit of this to you, Brett, just so you can grasp the full scope of the horror, because you're like operating under the universe where things don't make sense because people are silly, as opposed to it just spiraled into ever stranger and stranger things. Like it's
We don't
beyond
mean like
human
Stranger Things
comprehension.
Netflix either.
No, there are no psychic children in this.
Please tell me it's season 1 Stranger Things at least.
Rest in peace, Bob.
It's not.
Oh, hold on, Brian. I just saw your message you dropped in the chat.
So hard.
Oh, it's
Let me
not.
pull this up. We'll talk about this next. But so, all right. So you got this dude, right? His name's Varian. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And his life is complicated. All right. He's married to Lola, whose name isn't actually Lola, but that's neither here nor there. And they have a kid, and Varian gets like seizures, and
Mhm.
the kid is autistic or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, so it's like a complicated situation to start with that's very stressful, and Varian
Mhm.
gets these like seizures that like put him down for weeks at a time, where
Mhm.
you can't really expect him to be a responsible human being because he's not fit for it. Like
Mhm.
this is legit. Like there was a stream he did where he was talking, trying to explain his side of this stuff, and you could see watching him, he was having trouble grasping simple words. Not just he was at a loss for what to say, like forming a sentence, but like in the middle of the sentence, he'd be like, I don't remember the next word I was supposed to say. Like that kind of territory.
I say.
All right, so you got this guy, and he gets basically cold called out of the blue by a company that claims to be named B2B Squared, and that is a real company, but it's not the people that contacted him, because he called them on the phone on a stream, and
Mhm.
it was a dude who uh, was had a Chinese accent and a British accent, so probably somebody from Hong Kong, if I had to guess, like his origins. Like I heard people like this when I was at school, and they were all from China, and they had went to like undergrad in Britain, or they went to a school in Hong Kong or whatever. Uh, so that like I've heard people that sounded just like the person he called. Well, I called B2B Squared to get their after hours voicemail thing, just like he did, and it was totally a Wisconsin guy. Yeah, like very Wisconsin. So not the same company remotely. All
Mhm.
right. So he gets called up by them. They're like, "Hey, we got this deal, right? We got this customer that wants to buy comic books. We're thinking about selling them in their stores." So he's like, "Hey, that sounds great." He sends them some stuff. They go, "Great, we want to pursue this. We're looking for 9 titles a month, and we're gonna do like a soft rollout of like 2,000 of each title to our 600 stores,
Mhm.
and the stores are Spencer's Gifts." Which up until like a month and a half ago, I didn't even know still was in business. That was news to me. I actually went to a mall, and somebody's got a company named A2M, and I'm not going to ask what that stands for. Dirty pervert. But so I went to a mall, and Spencer's Gift actually existed. So I actually went around inside of Spencer's Gift, like, where would you put comic books in this store?
I get it.
You finally got it. All right.
Uh,
And
cool.
like you could maybe put them at the counter, but this place is just like over full of like junk nobody's gonna buy anyway. So I guess you can just like hide it in the corner because whatever. So like so far we're like there's some stuff that's kind of checking out, some stuff that's kind of sketchy. And so he's like, "Hey, I don't have 9 books a month, but I know comic book creators who are my friends. I will pull them into a business deal." Which, if this hasn't just triggered like some warning signs in your head, like never do business with your friends, it probably should. You should never do business with your friends unless
Ever.
you know that the terms of the contract are laid out very specifically beforehand so that everybody knows what they're getting into, and you don't have like significant chunks of life-changing money on the line. Because you can
Mhm.
do business with a friend if it's like $100 and they can spare $100 without noticing. Like that's fine. That's not a big deal. But like one of these creators apparently like took their spouse's like retirement money and invested it in this thing. Like that's the level of crazy we're getting to.
Oh
All right.
boy.
So cool. Like 2,000 books. That's pretty doable. I mean, even if you have a bad print deal, you're looking at just shelling out like $2,000 for that. Like that's not a huge ask. If you have a good print deal, on the other hand, you're paying like a quarter a book or 50 cents a book, and suddenly your life is a much rosier place to be. That's big enough volume, you can probably get a decent deal because it's not like you're printing, 100 copies of some boutique comic that you made on Kickstarter. No shots fired at either of you guys because you got to grow into being successful, and until you've done the work, you will do that kind of publishing. That's
No,
life.
mine's pretty boutique.
Yeah, I mean, you're over there printing like one copy of a book, so you're special. Um, okay, this is all like a mess. So they get this guy who's running the campaign. Let's go back to the campaign. What was his name? I've already forgotten.
Oh,
Anthony.
wait. Oh.
We're gonna get to
Randy
that.
apparently took
We're
around
gonna
10
get
to
to that.
20K out of his wife's retirement savings. That explains that one tier.
Way to spoil the punchline, Brian.
Oh, sorry.
We were building to that.
Sorry.
So yeah, Anthony like coordinates. He gets the books printed from some printer somewhere. Somebody probably said who the printer was. I don't care. And then the books get printed. Okay, things are going great so far because Varian's got like communication with B2B, who's talking to Spencer's. They get the books sent to Michigan, not the warehouse in New Jersey where Spencer's has their warehouse, which may not actually be the warehouse that they have in New Jersey. This is where it starts getting fuzzy. All right. So then Varian goes down with one of his seizures, and like somebody comes to pick up the books, and he's like wobbly from that or something. And so now there's no bill of lading for the books being picked up at the warehouse in Michigan. There's no bill of receipt for a warehouse in New Jersey that anybody has like actually brought up. And Spencer's never comes to get the books. So now supposedly we have like 27,000 comic books because they actually printed. No, I don't. No, they only shipped 2,000 of each down there. They actually printed 3,000 of each because Varian runs a distribution company. He was going to sell the other 1,000 of each issue himself, which he's never sold that many books. Yeah. So anyway, there's 18,000 books in a warehouse in New Jersey. Spencer's never picks them up. And Varian, at some point in this, is down with one of his attacks, so he can't handle anything. His wife is trying to handle stuff, and everybody's like, what's going on? And there's other stuff I'm kind of glossing over because there was like a visit to do a comic book signing that for these books that was supposed to be attended by Spencer's, and they were supposed to go to a Spencer, like the office or something, and go in there and meet with some people, but like none of that actually happened. But they did get like faxed a new contract to publish 9 books a month with, I think it was 18,000 copies per book. Now, I don't know if you know how many Spencer's Gifts there are in the country, Brett. I looked this up. There's about 600.
Uh-huh.
So you can do the math for how many books each store would get if you're shipping them 18,000 books to Spencer's. Answer, it's more than any store is ever going to sell of these comic books in a month. Like you could maybe do their original order. That's like 30 books a store. You can probably sell that in the course of a month with junk because people will be curious and they'll be stoned with bad judgment because it's Spencer's Gifts for freaking frack.
Uh-huh.
All right, so 18,000 books. That's like 300 copies a store. You're never selling that. You are never, ever in your life selling that. So as this is going on and all that falls through, the warehouse invoices Varian for like $2,000 or something ridiculous like that because they're like, look, nobody came to pick up these books. We're going to liquidate them if you don't pay the storage fees. So now he's out, however much money for that. Supposedly. I think somebody showed like a PayPal receipt for that transaction, but who knows if that's even real. Like, we've gone into territory where we're no longer sketching. We have a piece of chalk and we're rubbing it on our hand and we're blowing dust at the wall. Is how real the shenanigans have become. So now we've got 18,000 comics. So if they all had to sign this contract on a Friday afternoon with no review by a lawyer for these 18,000 books, and now as things go on, Varian gets called up by B2B or somebody from B2B claiming to be from Spencer's or some weird combination of those shenanigans because there's email addresses from the same people and they purport to be from Spencer's and B2B. Like there's so many red flags here. We're in communist China. All right.
Or North Korea.
Yeah, there you go. Any of these places. Yeah, there was a lot of hope floating around. Absolutely. Now, for most of these people, most of these creators, they should only be out like, $1 to $2 grand to get these books printed. That's a good chunk of money, but it's not end of the world money. Apparently, somehow, because Randy Zimmerman had to pay an artist or something to get his book produced, like whatever one he submitted for this, so he actually had to pay to get the book made, whereas everybody else was just making books or selling books they already had. So he totally took like $10,000 out of his wife's retirement money and made a book. Now, of course, he's an artist. I don't know why he's paying artists to make a book. Like, it seems like you would just make your own damn book at that point. But whatever. 20 grand, retirement money, life ruining money. That's like life ruining money once you start getting to tens of thousands of dollars for normal human beings. Oh.
Yeah, that stabs somebody money right there.
Yeah, that's you like sabotage the brakes on their car money. So ton of money for one person, a fair chunk of money when you combine all the other people, and they're just out. And then Varian gets threatened with like a suit for breach of contract because he never delivered the books to Spencer's and stuff like that, which none of that's true because Spencer's has no idea that any of this was going on, which is the best part. It's absolutely fantastic. So
And
now,
now Spencer's is investigating.
yeah, Spencer's is investigating, which means there's actually like real people investigating things as opposed to one guy who says he's a fraud examiner and was sent one page of a contract and then made some phone calls. Whew. Oh God, and it keeps going because there's also like cardboard standees that were supposedly commissioned and made, and then like the story about those has changed so many times. I can't tell you what the truth is, except it costs like $2,000. That's the only fact that never changed in any of the stories about the cardboard standees or displays or whatever the frick they were. So there's just like a ton of money sloshing around. Nobody knows where any of this stuff went, seemingly including Varian because he's paying people out of pocket. Varian, if you're listening to this, stop doing that. Get a lawyer. Whatever you're doing right now. If you're sitting out there and you stumble across this stream at 3 a.m. tomorrow night, get a lawyer. Stop talking to people about this. Save your freaking hide because every one of these people that you thought were your friends want to skin you, and then they want to take what's left of you and barbecue it and have it for dinner. So don't let them do that. Just get a lawyer.
Yep. Get a lawyer and shut up. Don't
Yep.
don't talk about bad
lawyer
business
up
shit
and
on
stop
social media. That's like
Yep.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now all that is the setup for this Indiegogo campaign. That is the background for all this. I know I told the story really badly because it's all gotten muddy in my head. It's been like a month since I talked about this seriously, and I don't remember a lot of the details anymore, but it's a big swirling mess. You have one guy who is sick. Like that's Varian. He is physically ill, and he should not be doing any of the stuff that's involved in this in the last couple of months, and yet he's in the middle of it making mistakes. His wife shouldn't be involved in this. She was on one stream of his I watched doing the research for this, and he has her on the stream, and she's just like crying, and it was like real crying. It wasn't like fakey crying, and he's like obviously not all there, and now all these other people, they obviously want their money, right? Well, don't you want your money, Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all want our money. So now they're all going like Brutus on Varian and stabbing him. And hey, we're coming up on the Ides of March, so that's very timely for that comparison. And now they all have their books back, and that's how they can run this campaign. So I don't know where this omnibus they're talking about is coming from because that was never part of any of this, I don't believe. So they're inventing a new book out of nowhere. So what they say at the bottom of this campaign about all the books existing is a lie. They're going to have to print at least 3 books that don't exist currently.
Say what you will about the Brightwisers, at least their Walmart deal, as far as I can tell, that had everything was above board.
Well, the deal itself, yes. The way they treated the backers, no.
That's a different story. I'm just talking about as far as the deal with Walmart went. That everything involved with that was above board.
That actually would not have been bad had the backers gotten their books first.
Or if they had given us something that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Like they could have smoothed that over really well. One, by communicating a lot more than they did about every aspect of this. I understand you don't want to talk about your business deal, and you probably can't. Like you can't go into details because there's going to be a clause in the contract saying you can't discuss terms and stuff.
Some kind of NDA, yeah.
Like that's pretty standard, but you can also like say, "Hey, we just signed this deal with Walmart. It's really cool." And to celebrate, we'll be shipping all of our backers this extra thing. And now suddenly nobody is mad about the late book because we're all getting something special. I mean, somebody will be mad, but that person doesn't matter because now we're all getting something that we never would have gotten otherwise. And that just wasn't the case. We were treated like feces, and then they shipped us the book. And the book is actually magnificent, which makes this whole thing hurt. It is beautiful. It's got this little slip case that fits over it, or not slip, dust cover that fits over it. It's absolutely a gorgeous piece of paper, but it also took like what 3 years or something ridiculous to get to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, like everything else, yeah. But as far as like,
The campaign exists, or the deal existed. They had really nice displays in the stores. You
Mhm.
couldn't find them.
I
You
had
had
to
to go.
find back when I was working at Walmart. I found the Allegiance Arts display like in the electronics department.
Yep. Uh, that I found it in the electronics department of one Walmart, and I never found it in any of the other Walmarts that are around here. So I actually wouldn't mind having one of those displays. I liked the way the red ones looked. I thought they were kind of cool. Like that bright red really popped when you saw it. Then they
Mhm.
replaced it with like a blue one, and that was like super ultra lame. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So this the whole deal, like every step of the way, there were so many places where all it would have taken is one person to ask one question, and all of this pain, all of this suffering, all of this drama never would have happened, and me and Brian would have gotten like, I don't know, 8 hours of our lives back because we
I
never
don't
would have spent
know.
them on
I,
this
I don't
stuff.
know. Larry still would have came after me for stickers.
Yeah, but that's different drama. That's sticker
The
gate.
completely unrelated thing, man. That happened completely independently.
It was about the same time, at least for me.
Yeah, but it was still. Uh, and now, do we move on to this? Do we move on
Oh
to
yeah,
this
back to
list on
JDA because
screen?
that's the real reason we're here.
Yeah, we were supposed to like be talking about this the whole time,
Okay,
and we
I
And then
gotta
I
see
got
it.
put in charge,
Okay,
and then I got bored.
I gotta see if anyone remembers this the time that Uva Boll challenged his critics to a boxing match. One of them being low tax from Something Awful.
I vaguely remember that now that you mention it.
Yeah, he was actually a pretty good boxer. But here, this is where John, I guess Liam challenged John to a boxing match, and John is basically like, "I'm not going to your shitty country. You're gonna come to California."
I mean, why would John want to go to a prison?
Eh, I don't want to go to prison. They
See,
don't treat my people right there.
I think John's kind of in the same boat. He's like, look, you want me to go to a place where I'm going to be an even, like, I'm going to stop being in the majority of my locale and become a minority? I don't think so. Like, who can
Nope.
blame him?
No, I think he's got light enough skin where he could fit right in. So this is just more of this whole saga of Liam fucking with John. I think I don't know. Like to me, if you're back, whether or not you like John, right? I think John's hilarious, personally. But whether or not you
Just
like him,
because you,
dislike
me, and
him.
John were all weaned on 4chan, that's why you find him hilarious.
Fun fact: I don't really care for 4chan, but
I'm
anywho,
surprised.
yeah, people, man, people are always surprised learning shit about me. Like I don't like Reddit. I don't like TikTok.
I don't like Reddit.
Don't like
Anyone with
4chan.
most people with a brain don't like Reddit.
I
Reddit is
don't really care for Rick and Morty. I think Rick and Morty's stupid.
Um,
Didn't
I
care for King of the
yeah.
Hill. There's a lot of shit that there's like I can name like everything I hate and
Did you
very
know-
little of what I like.
Please
But
don't tell
anyway.
me. Please don't tell me you didn't care for The Simpsons.
They were all right. Anywho, but this whether or not you hate JD or not, he actually absolutely deserves to have a platform where he makes his shit. Whether or not that's parodying me or Liam, he has every right to fucking do what he does to make money, right? I'm absolutely 110% against deplatforming anybody, even somebody I hate. I would much rather they just kill themselves. That's a question for another day, though. But
Wow.
yeah, you absolutely should never try and deplatform anybody. And if you support Liam in this, you're absolutely that just tells me more about you than it does about
Them.
yeah, absolutely. And I've seen people like, well, maybe if John didn't like, I don't care what, maybe yeah, sure, maybe if John would stop mocking people, sure. But once you start going after people's livelihood, that's kind of like a line you don't cross, in my opinion. You don't go you don't go after people's livelihood. You don't go after people's jobs. You don't go after people's safety. Those are just things like you don't do. If you have issues with what they're doing, the right thing to do would have been to just, hey, reach out. Hey, John, check it out. Could you please drop the Korean anger thing? It makes me angry. John probably would have mocked you and dropped it.
Yeah.
More than likely, you definitely
There-
would have mocked you and
There,
eventually
there would have
dropped it.
been one more. There would have been like one more video, and then there would have been no meat there for him to feed on.
Yeah, and then he just would have just like walked away, and that would have been the end of it. But you know, now you're just feeding the guy, and I see this happen on with other people talking about, why does John always do this shit to me? Why is John always fucking with me? It's like, well, maybe if you stop giving John the ammunition, maybe he wouldn't go after you. I mean, the guy successfully sued an entire sci-fi convention and won. Is this really the guy you should be fucking with?
And
All I'm saying.
as I understand it, he basically bankrupted them because they had no money to pay the settlement.
Damn.
Yep. John's a scary dude. When you think about like all his victories, he's an absolute scary dude. But you know, he's also very reasonable, I might add. I mean, we had a beef once, but you know, we settled it out of court and everybody was happy. So it's not like you can't talk to the man. And this is kind of where I find most indie comic shit like Cringe shit. 90% of our issues can be handled just by talking to each other. It's like, hey man, this. Yeah, all right. Well then you go your way, I go mine, and that's the end of it. And that will 90% of the time that'll be the end of it until someone wants to like dig up shit. For me, once you become a meme, that's it. I'm running with it. You're the new joke until I get bored of it.
It's kind of funny you mentioned like digging stuff up and people that, especially this latter part with the people that go and they feed on that kind of reaction, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I've told you this, and I probably like said this on my stream about Stickergate, but like Larry got all up in my Twitter DMs trying to pick a fight with me,
Loyalty.
and I'm just like, yeah, he's basically like, because I think I don't even think I had tweeted about it. I think I just like hit like on a stupid meme or something, right?
It was the meme mocking me too.
Oh, that's right. It was the ones with the like grifter, right? The
Yep.
grifter ones. Uh, was I the one that made those and sent them to
Yes.
you?
Yeah, it was
Okay. Maybe I did post those. I don't remember, but anyway, this is like what 2 months ago now or something. Like this is all a blur in my head.
This
A
is like
blur of
4 years
stupidity.
internet time.
Yeah, this is a blur of stupidity. Anyway, I don't remember the exact circumstance, but like I like either post those or liked them or something. And so Larry gets all up in my DMs. He's like, "Oh God, I probably have the DM saved somewhere because I managed to get them off of my phone after he deleted his account. They were still visible on Twitter on my phone, so I grabbed
Nice.
them. But it's like, you know, why are you dogpiling into this? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, look, dude, if like a couple stupid memes are enough to like put me on your enemy list, then I guess I'm already there. So why are we talking? And then he's like, there's like 10 more like ranting screeds from him. And I'm just like, I'm not responding to any of this. He calls me a coward and all kinds of stuff. It's like, look, if from my perspective, it's like I know exactly where this is going. I've been on the internet for a very long time. I used to go to like the armpit of the internet and hang out. So I know exactly how this troll fight stuff works. And if I said anything to him, it would have ended up in his next video.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't say anything. And apparently that makes me a terrible human being because I wasn't even interested in fighting. I'm just here to mock people. And I like to mock everybody, including myself, because I'm a big, stupid idiot sitting here on YouTube doing stupid streams for like 5 people. That's okay. I'm having fun doing it. I don't really care. But like, you can't fight people like that by trying to have like the fight over the internet. Like it doesn't work. Trying to fight John De La Rose by deplatforming him is not going to work against John De La Rose because
Oh
he's
no,
gonna call his
it's gonna
freaking lawyer.
backfire so bad. Have you not watched this guy's? Yeah, I feel once John gets Liam in a spot where he can fight him legally, it's a wrap. It's gonna be a fucking wrap.
I don't know how it'll go down. I'm not going to predict nothing, but I will just say this: like, if Liam doesn't stop, it will end up in a court somewhere.
No, it's already going to court. I know John.
Like,
John's
Oh, we
already
get-
gonna take him to court.
Is the Australian government going to extradite Liam?
Yeah, I don't think he needs to go that far. I really don't think he needs to go that far. I think it's gonna just you could take somebody to civil court from here, especially if it's because I know Indiegogo is based out of San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
So all JDA has to do is just sue Indiegogo, then subpoena Liam, and it's a wrap.
yeah, he may not be able to sue Indiegogo because of the terms of service, but he can certainly drag them into arbitration where he can thereby subpoena him.
Yep, that's all it takes, man.
The whole thing, like, see, Liam has gotten away with like all this stuff for what, like 2.5, 3 years now of basically being this gigantic spurg. Oh, by the way, Liam, if you do want to like sue me over this, I am game, dude. I will take you to court. Like, if you want to like have a fight, I'm down. Like, we can have some fun here because I will win. But like this whole thing, Liam like gets in these little internet spit fights with people, and then they like play box on streams and snipe at each other. And he uses like the mechanics of websites and how they work against people. But that doesn't work when you have somebody who could just pay a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Because then the lawyer gets involved, and now none of these companies want to deal with an actual lawyer and actually going to court because they know their terms of service are not going to stand up to close scrutiny. That's why they have those arbitration clauses in them. JDA doesn't even have to sue Indiegogo. He can sue Liam directly. And if Liam does not respond to the lawsuit after being notified about it, John wins a default judgment and gets whatever he wants from Liam.
Yep.
And you can't duck being served. Like, people go, oh, you can hide out from process servers and stuff. You can't, because most jurisdictions have a law in them that says if you don't get served appropriately in a certain amount of time, then the person can resort to increasingly sketchy methods to serve you a notice that you are now on the hook. There's a lot of jurisdictions out there where publishing an advertisement in the classifieds of a newspaper after you have failed to have a courier or process server deliver the notice counts as notifying the person. That's a real thing.
Ew. Now, how do we serve somebody in Australia?
Doesn't matter. If you just send a process server, there's going to be a legal firm in Australia somewhere. I'm sure a giant prison like that has at least one lawyer in it. And you get that lawyer to send a paralegal or somebody else that's certified through whatever mysterious processes their bar uses to go take a piece of paper and hand it to Liam. And if Liam doesn't take the piece of paper, then you figure out what the actual method of serving is that doesn't involve handing pieces of paper to people, and you do it, and it's probably going to be like taking out an ad in a newspaper, and that's going to be that.
The end.
Oh.
It was fun while it lasted.
And
I'm just picturing it. Just imagine I'm just picturing Liam just sitting out there to read a paper, and then he flumps to the classified ads, and boom, boom, subpoena right there.
Oh man, I would love to be the guy dropping that off because the first thing I would do, I'd be like, "Are you Liam? Liam Gray?" It's like, yeah, I heard that you were good at the sex and have all the monies. Here's a delivery for you.
Lord, I don't understand. Like, If you know, here's the other thing about like process serving and stuff. That, as far as I understand it, this is not my field. I am not a lawyer. Do not take actual legal advice from me. Except I will tell you, don't dodge process servers because you're going to get in trouble. Because if you know you are being sued, if you know, and you're dodging the process server, you're still basically on the hook. A judge will look very disfavorably upon somebody who knows they are being sued, who knows that they are on the hook and is dodging it. Like, that's not going to fly. You might get away with it for a while, but eventually that's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So just don't do it. Now, that doesn't mean you got to, be like Mr. Happy Go Lucky, like I accept every piece of paper from you, but just don't play the games. Some people can get away with it, like Coach Phil Fulmer from the University of Tennessee's football team, like 20 to 10 years ago. He had like an outstanding subpoena in the state of Arkansas, but it was because the university, maybe it was Alabama. I think it was Alabama. And it's because the university there basically wanted to detain him so he couldn't coach football when their team was playing in the state. Like, so he just never acknowledged anybody that tried to hand him anything while he was within the state of Alabama. You could get away with that because everybody knows that's not real. But when it's a real lawsuit, you can't get away with that kind of stuff.
Oh, this should be fun.
What's fun? Did you drop a link somewhere?
No, I'm just saying, like, this should be fun. Like, if
it will
John
be.
actually drops this lawsuit at Liam, which I'm pretty sure he will, this is gonna be just a fun little thing to cringe watch.
He will. We're probably gonna get like a video a month out of this, if not more. Like, it's just gonna be like, all right, here's the latest. Let's go watch Liam like spurg out on stream.
Provided I don't have to do anything on Black people time, then yeah.
That's okay. When you were like, "Hey, I gotta go help my dad," or whatever the exact phrasing was, I was like, "Yeah, I get it." Like, I would have done the same thing. Like, my dad was still alive, and he was like, "I need your help for something." I'd been like, "Yeah, sure. Look, when do you need me?" And then I'll be there. So I get it.
Yeah, I don't know whenever the last time we're gonna do father and son shit, and it's been like kind of my pride and joy in my family that I can rub in the face of my cousins that I know my dad. So I just want to hold on to this for as long as possible. Oh, you guys don't know what that's like being a Black family. Like, look at this dude. He knows his father. Piece of shit. Like, yeah. And he's retired with a nice house that I'm helping him fix up. What are you doing with your dad next weekend? Oh, it's funny. You don't have to answer that. Or my other favorite thing is like, man, no, I had a nice Father's Day with my dad. What'd you guys do? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
apparently
an
over on
asshole.
the Jack Show, where John De La Rose is right now, they're like talking about some of this stuff. Because
Yeah, we
apparently
should go.
Liam docks 2 of his backers in the middle of this or something.
Wow.
That's apparently what I'm reading on a website who shouldn't be named. This is ridiculous. What? How? Okay, Brian, Brett.
So,
Let's step back for a second, okay? Let's step back.
okay. Okay.
This is
step
comic
back.
books, right? This is
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Here, hold on. Let me turn on my actual webcam, not my cell phone pretending to be a webcam. Hold on. Let's see. How
Is
do I
this the
do
what?
this?
Is this the one that shows off your hand?
Yeah. Which it's not even actually a webcam. It's a real camera, but that's okay. Let's see. Here we go. This ought to work. Yeah. Look, this is about comic books, right? Like, here. This is a comic book. Have you seen a comic book before? Like, you know what this is, right? It's a book. It's got pictures in it. Look at this. We got like
It's sometimes words.
some muscly dude right here. Oh, look, Save the Savage Land. That sounds like a great campaign for like Bono and a bunch of celebrities to get behind. Save the Savage Land. It's a
Slave the
comic
Savage
book.
Land. Yeah.
How is there drama around this? There's not enough money involved.
I mean,
I couldn't tell you,
okay.
man.
I mean, if we're being honest, we're all hip to the fact that Bob Kane cheated Bill Finger out of money. We're hip to the fact that DC cheated the creators of Superman out of their money. We're hip to the fact of all the people that Stan Lee allegedly stabbed in the back.
Sure.
Yep, and we're hip to Brian Ball selling stickers for ridiculous amounts of money.
I mean,
Yeah, like there's like two kinds of drama. There's like real like drama that matters, and that's the kind of stuff you're talking about, where there's actual like worthwhile amounts of money exchanging hands between people. But then you have like whatever it was that Stickergate was about. Like I still don't understand how I put a sticker in my Kickstarter bundles somehow is worth arguing with Brian Ball about the fact that he independently sells stickers on a website. Like, how is this a marketing point? How is this helping anybody sell books? It'd be one thing if somehow Larry doing this turned into like a giant kayfabe thing and it just ended up like everybody just sold books because he got his like people to buy his stuff so they could get the free stickers, and then Brian got people to buy like 7,000 t-shirts because the price of the stickers is too damn high as on the t-shirt, and that's really funny for some reason. But there's no chance for this drama to do that. None of this drama has real stakes associated with it, except for Randy Zimmerman sinking his wife's retirement money into a stupid comic book project when he's an artist and could have just drawn the book himself. Like, Brian, this is like,
That's
what if
true.
Luigi...
I'm laughing because it's so true.
Yeah, what if Luigi took all the money that you've sent him over the years, right? All the, however many pennies that is. You've probably seen like 50 cents by now for all these books he's done for you, which, where he lives, that's real money. And so now he's got like all
cents,
this.
Sir.
25 cents, there we go. And so he's like got that, and he's like, all right, I'm going to go take this, which is my wife's retirement fund, so she can just have babies 24/7. And I'm going to go hire an artist to draw all these books for Brian. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
no.
He's an artist. He can draw the stuff himself. Now, there are times when an artist should go hire like other artists to go do their stuff. But like, I don't see how Randy Zimmerman was a busy enough guy, because he's got nothing going on in his life except to sit on YouTube streams and talk about drama. Like, you could have spent that time drawing the dang book. And instead, he's busy just, talking on YouTube for hours a day, which I do that too, but I also have a day job. So, that makes me better than you, Randy Zimmerman. Ooh.
Ooh, shots fired.
Shots fired. No, I'm just being provocative because I'm tired and sleepy and I'm being a jerk for no reason, but it's fun. And I'm fully aware of the fact that, I'm some idiot talking on YouTube. Like, I ain't even fronting, bro.
We're all idiots.
And we're talking on YouTube. And some of us are trying to sell books. Brett, if you want to, like, shill the Changeling and have it associated with this Cringe stream, feel free to go for it. I'm sure it'll help you sell one copy.
Maybe 1.5.
Maybe make it 2 if you count that Spanish translation of issue 1.
Hey, that is something that's kind of interesting to talk about. Like, so I'm going to step back from the Cringe for a second here, because this actually interests me, and this is like something worth talking about. Because I know Brian, we've got like that French translation of Rags out there, and he may, have had some differences with that publisher and stuff, but it's still a thing that exists, and hopefully he's gotten like, what kind of money they use in France? Francs?
I think they're on the euro.
I think
I know they're on the euro. I'm being a jerk.
No, they're on baguettes.
Oui, baguette. I understand. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully they've shipped Brian like at least half of a baguette by now for all those hardbacks they printed. So there was like that deal worked out. The publisher approached you, right, Brian?
Yes.
Okay.
But
so
they approached Antarctic, and Antarctic, did the hey, how's this?
We understand you can't even read. None of us can read either. It's a miracle that Brian can write books because he can't read the glyphs once he marks them on paper.
No, I'm using this thing called voice to text.
Clever.
So I just get drunk and I rant, and then I send that to Luigi, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "I don't know, just draw some shit."
Yep, it's working pretty good for you. you got to be able to make fun of yourself when you're doing this kind of stuff, because if you don't, somebody's going to come and take the piss out of you, and you'll take it personally. Um, so yeah, in that case, the other publisher like made the approach. So Brett, I got to ask you, why the Spanish translation? Like, did you come up with that, or did somebody approach you? Like, what's the story?
I mean, I it was all my idea. That's where it begins and ends. I mean, plus, anime and manga is actually pretty big down in Mexico.
Yep.
Actually, Latin America in general. So
Yep.
I just saw it as, hey, might as well get it translated into Spanish, since that's another market we could tap. And oh wait, my artist just so happens to be Mexican and can translate it.
Oh, whoa. Oh, Mexican. All right, yeah, carry on. I thought you said Mexicant.
No, can, Brian, can.
Of course
We-
you can.
Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So you don't know that there's demand. There's no market research, but you're just kind of gambling that there will be some demand once you make that available.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's gutsy. That's taking a little risk. I respect that. You think that there's a market, and you're probably right, because I know people from different Latin American countries. I seem to know a lot of Brazilians for some reason.
They speak
Oh yeah,
Portuguese.
Brazilians.
They speak
Oh,
Portuguese in
oh,
Brazil.
oh, that's a low
Yeah.
blow.
Yeah. Thanks,
You
Brian.
really had to go there.
But yeah, you're right. They do speak Portuguese in Brazil. But I know a lot of people, or I have known, I guess, a lot of people from that part of the world, because I went to school with some of them. Some of them I know online. Some of them, post on Twitter about their ninja comic book that I wish they could sell more of. So yeah, I think there's definitely a market there. How big it is, I don't know that I could tell you. And it's also probably not worth doing the actual market research or anything to do. It's the getting a translation done is probably low enough cost that you can just do it and eat the. I'm just gonna say, like, this is probably a completely wrong number because I'm pulling this out of nowhere, but eat the couple $100 that it probably costs to get the translation done, and just move on, because you're gonna sell it as PDFs and not actually print anything, right?
Yeah, look, at this point in time, yeah, because if we sell that print, it's actually gonna be the price is gonna get marked up just because of shipping and everything else. So PDF is just cheaper. I mean,
Yeah.
if we could score some kind of printing deal down in Mexico or somewhere else in Latin America, different story. But that's further down the pipe. Like, it's not even worth thinking about. But just putting out a Spanish translated PDF, that's at least doable.
Yeah, I mean, that opens up your book to a market of what, like 300 million people or something.
About at least off the top of my head, it's like two dozen countries or something.
Yeah, that's a lot of potential customers. Do you have any idea how you're going to do promotion for that? Because like an English speaking Twitter account is probably not the way to go.
Probably not.
I love that you've turned into like a Decepticon or something too, by the way.
Man,
Blake.
you're totally gonna corner the robot market.
That would probably be Comcast screwing with me, but yeah. Yeah, as far as promotion goes, I'll probably have to run like some kind of strategy with Victor, since since he's, like I said, he lives in Mexico, so he'll probably know how to reach people there better than I would.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll just tweet in Spanish.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
I mean, it's worked for me.
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
All right.
That's definitely pretty exciting. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Dan-
excited for you, man. I'm excited
Yeah.
for you.
Dan even worked out on getting a Hungarian translation of Adobe Kroger.
I remember seeing that on Twitter
Oh yeah, he's
a
been showing
month or
me
two
that.
ago. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is not a country I would have expected to see a translation of some random indie book done to, but
or any comic probably.
I'm still trying to find like a good Japanese translation.
Oh yeah, that's on my bucket list too. I
There was
thought
like
I thought
Wagyu.
I thought about
Wagyu.
I thought about maybe talking to Mark
Oh.
Pellegrini, see if he knows somebody.
Brian, you want to do something completely ridiculous and completely unrelated to this particular discussion?
Maybe depends.
Do you want to EFAP other people EFAPing Liam?
Maybe.
I do, but I don't.
Oh
Wait,
God, Liam and JDA were on a stream together. What?
A what?
Hold on, I'm pulling this up. I may not like turn the audio on, or may have to turn the audio off. But look! Oh God, I gotta share it. What am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
gotta
far ahead of
share it
myself.
in
I'm
order
too
for me to look.
excited. I'm too excited. This is.
Uh,
I don't believe that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. They
Oh,
were
they
on a
find each other?
stream together.
Holy shit!
Well,
I was just like, I wonder what they're talking about on the Jack show, and I clicked it open, and there they are. Look. Let's unmute it.
Wait.
I repeatedly asked to be
just
left
the
out of
cheeks
your
are
business
just
and to be
let
left
the
alone.
cheeks go. Yeah.
God,
Here's the thing.
why is Liam
Like,
so
on
orange?
that, unfortunately, if you hate people, I mean, I have people that I can't
Does
stand
anybody know why he's
online,
so orange?
and
I'm pretty sure it's
No.
the lighting.
that's part of it. In fact, as a
Is it Cheeto
content
dust?
creator, one of the cardinal rules
Do they have Cheetos in
is
Australia?
not take again. Now there are
Maybe.
caveats to that, like if they
Oh my
put,
gosh,
they
I
put
can't
out
believe
personal information.
Look at this.
I could
Look,
take.
what?
I didn't even.
Wait,
take
and then
that
there's
down.
JDA in the other chat.
I don't
Yeah,
strike
he's
people's
in both
stuff, but
places.
there are some
He's
caveats. but not
EFAPing
very
himself,
many. You know,
EFAPing.
one of the cardinal rules with a creator, and I would
Wow.
extend that to comic creator
This is
too.
the
That's what I'm trying to
stupidest
understand.
thing ever,
now.
and we're
If
making
it's,
it stupider because we're watching it.
if it's
Oh.
being
I'm gonna mute it. I don't want to listen to this right now. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Sounds like you were huffing robot helium. Yeah, that's a good way to put how Brett sounded for a minute there. So let's sit back while these people just like pause at Liam's orange head right there. So like translations, like I think the Spanish thing is a good idea. Brian, do you have a Spanish translation of Rags?
No, I have French. It's just the same.
Yeah, okay, that's close enough. Sure. Hey, John. Glad you popped in my stream, buddy. He
Yeah,
likes
John,
popping in
welcome
on my
back.
streams once in a while. It's fun.
Yeah, we probably weren't talking about anything. It sucks because I was sober. I was planning on being drunk for this, but Dad.
But all the work kept you from doing that. I understand that. All right, they've like stopped watching them talking. Like they've stopped watching themselves talking about stuff, so it's no longer funny. I'm going to just stop that. So, do you want to get a Spanish translation, Brian?
Yeah, one of these days. Liam
So-
breaks. She challenged JDA to a boxing match. Oh yeah, that we talked about that.
Yep,
Is
Liam
that
breaks it
that's going to be
multiple-
funny.
oh, is a Spanish translation of Rags going to include a Spanish language logo too?
I mean, no.
I'm trying to remember if rags means something in Spanish, but I don't know enough Spanish to know the answer to that. So if I've been swearing in Spanish every time I say rags for years now, that's really funny.
No, it's just it's more like let me see what Rags translates into Spanish.
Wait,
Rapos.
Harapos.
look at the
Harapos.
freaking
Sends his
highlighted
wife
chat.
away at one point, tells her to go clean the kitchen. Wow.
Oh my god! Does Liam hold her like in chattel slavery or something? Like, is that what's going on with their relationship? Like, is that their thing? Is that why he can hit on other women?
Maybe, or maybe
Ever-
she's just too busy running the puppy mill.
I'd say this is best to left to Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Or
Jerry,
we can just
Jerry.
let like EVS and John Malin and all them on that other stream like figure this one out. Like, go have fun, guys. Okay.
All right, I think
let's
that's
see.
enough cringe for one night.
It is.
Went to like
Yeah,
three different places.
Any more, we'll probably get cringe poisoning.
Oh, we will. I'm going to ask two quick questions, one for each of you.
Yeah.
So, Brian, you mentioned you're trying to find a Japanese or get a Japanese translation of Rags going. Um, what's the problem there? Like, that doesn't seem like that would be that hard to do. You just go down to like your local university, find some anime nerd, and have them translate the script, right?
Man, people are just so. Oh, I can't do this. This has too many titties. Like, oh, fucking Californians.
You know what?
That's
Yeah,
lame.
people are just scared of tits. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, okay. I don't know anybody that speaks Japanese fluently, or I would totally hook you up with somebody that could do that.
I actually do know one person, but she's busy. I haven't spoken to her in.
Unavailable at the moment.
No, she's just busy doing shit. She's actually the wife of my buddy I met in Okinawa, so I know her Japanese is like on point. She's actually the person who I based Ryukyu Mew off of.
Ah, we're getting some Rags facts on this stream.
Oh
Rags
yeah,
lore.
Rags Lord. So yeah, and she helped with a lot of the Japanese there, translation
Now
wise.
that you
So
mentioned that, I remember you saying that before. I
yeah.
don't know that I didn't know the wife of the buddy part, but I remember you saying like you had a friend that you ran all that by and that helped you out with that stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I ran like everything by her because I wanted to make sure that well, for that storyline, I wanted to make sure that I was hitting all the nuance between um the Okinawan side of things versus because there's like the Okinawan side of things, and there's like the Japanese side of things, and then there's the American side of things. So you're dealing with like three separate nuances all at the
Yep.
same time, and it's a very interesting dynamic, especially if you've lived there before. So yeah,
Pretty much all I know about Okinawa comes from my dad because he was stationed in Okinawa the first time he was in the army.
I too was stationed in Okinawa.
I think
That's
so.
where he got his love of like going diving and stuff from.
I think
Oh,
Sauron was stationed out in Okinawa there back when he was in the Navy.
oh yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share this. This is kind of funny. So share the screen.
What are we getting? Is it more cringe? Because I'm trying to avoid the cringe and talk about real stuff for a second.
No, it's not. It's not cringe. All right. So this is the first like iteration of Ryukyu that I did. I drew this in the back of a what TM was this? I think this was either like a Humvee TM or M4 TM that I had, and yeah, that's how I wrote it, Ryukyu Mew at the time, and so that ended up becoming this,
Mm-hmm.
and bam, ended up there, and that's basically Yayoi. She shares the same namesake too,
Mhm.
and yeah, made her a Power Ranger, and the style is based off of that sturdy ass sketch I did way way back in 2000 and
He took
God,
a dirty ass sketch and made it a tokusatsu hero.
2008. Yeah, and then I've also based this off of this character called Ryujin Mabuyer. He's like this green Power Ranger for Okinawa.
Wait, which era? We're not talking like back when Tommy was the Green Ranger, are we?
No, this is specifically an Okinawan Power Ranger. You'd have to here. I'm just gonna drop that in chat.
Uh,
'Cause I don't feel like
actual Power Ranger. We're not talking Super Sentai.
whatever. You know what I mean? He's part of a television. Anyway, he's the
Wait. You dropped
Japanese.
it in the private chat, not the like YouTube chat.
Yeah, the YouTube chat. It says private chat. Anyway.
No, the private chat is the chat on just for us. Nobody else can see that, dude.
Oh yeah, the stuff. Oh, fine, fuck it. Like, here, there. Now, so he was the Japanese Sentoku television series based on the adventures of the local hero of Okinawa of the same name, and he was kind of dope.
Cool.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Is there supposed to be sound?
I turned off the sound. Oh.
They transformed themselves into objects of power. Hey, a stone just broke in Japan, unleashing a chaos demon upon the world.
Actually, it's a kitsune, and it's
I just go with whatever the major newspapers tell me. God, I love schlocky Japanese stuff.
So do I.
yeah. Wait till you
It's so
see
earnest.
Wait till you see Godzilla versus Megalon.
I've seen it multiple times.
Dun, dun,
It's terrible.
dun.
Yeah, but I love it.
Oh, Brett, I now have 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was it. Their thing.
That's fun, Brian.
Yeah, I used to watch that a lot when I was bored. But yeah, Region Revere. That's how that whole character came about. Now I got to work about redoing it, but it'll turn out good. I promise. One of these days when I get drunk again.
Cool. All right, Brett, first question. Since you brought it up,
Mhm.
which would you prefer to watch? All right, Godzilla versus Megalon or Godzilla's Revenge?
Godzilla versus Megalon.
Ooh, okay. Interesting choice. I don't know, man. The English translation of that movie with that little kid going, Jaguar, Jaguar. Whew. Yeah, it's like a knife stabbing me in the head.
Yeah, but then you got Minya talking in Godzilla's Revenge, which is wait. And look, I'll just look. The whole movie is a dream, and the kid is having anyway, so none of it's real anyway.
Except for the part where he gets, basically like kidnapped by bank robbers.
Yeah,
Like
well,
that's the real part. The
yes.
dream inspires him to escape his situation.
Oh
It's
yeah,
an
I get it.
aspirational dream.
I
And then he like totally makes it with the girl like as soon as the movie's over.
I get it, but it's like that's like really this is what you come for in a Godzilla movie? Some kid having a daydream because to help him deal with his bully problems.
And
This
they
is a
tried
god. This makes
yeah,
a god. This is what makes a Godzilla movie now.
they tried something different. It didn't work. It's still better than, all the Gamera movies after the second one. So,
Yeah.
whew, boy.
No. Those three in the '90s are really great.
I was talking about just the original series. No, those 3 in the 90s are pretty good. Oh, I agree with you on that one.
Arguably, they were even better than the Heisei Godzilla movies.
Hmm,
Arguably.
some of them. All right, but here's the real question for you. So you're doing a translation to Spanish, and it seems very convenient because you've got somebody who could do the translation for you. Probably
Mhm.
not going to cost you an arm and a leg because you have a pre-existing relationship with them and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Totally down. But when we were talking earlier, and I was like, Latin America, and oh yeah, I know people from Brazil, and those people from Brazil are also like mega weebs. Like, they are weebier than I am, and
Yeah,
I'm
but
fearing
but that would require getting a Portuguese
yeah,
translation.
Portuguese. Yeah, so that was what I was going to ask you. Is like, have you given thought to that?
I think I might have. I think I might have. Can't answer one way or the other. So I guess it just didn't make it high on my priority list. I mean, I think I might have approached our mutual friend Denise about maybe being able to do it, but I don't think the talks ended up going anywhere.
Okay, that's totally fair. I just thought I'd bring it up here, so
Yeah.
we could escape like the circle of cringe, get out of the gravity well by having like a real kind of discussion here just for a minute. All right, guys, let's get out of here because it
Yeah.
is like 11:15 or something now,
9:6
and
9:16. I have to be up at 3 in the morning.
oh my god, I'm so sorry I kept you up. You should have
Oh
told me. I
man,
would
I,
have
I
like
too
told
got
you
to
to
be
go to
up at 3
bed.
in the
I'm
morning.
usually I'm usually this 9 o'clock's usually around where I go to bed, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
All right, well that's fine. Brian's staying up late and having to get up at 3 a.m. Like that doesn't bother me at all because I know he can handle it. He's used to not sleeping ever. But
Eh, you,
you're you're
it's
more
just
sensitive soul.
It just makes you think of that one green text from 4chan where someone's posting Jocko Willmek's morning routine.
I don't know that I'm familiar with that one, but that's okay. I don't have to
Womp
be.
womp.
Somehow I get the feeling Brian knew what I was talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And Jocko Willmek, he's a former Navy SEAL and podcaster.
You just killed him. I want you to know that was his death rattle that we just heard. You just killed him with words. That
I
puts you in
killed him
pretty
with
rare
the
company.
I killed the army man with the words Navy SEAL. That is
Like you're in rarefied company. The only other person I know that ever endeavored to kill a man with words was Zhu Liang, and he wrote a letter, and the letter killed somebody. So you're like number 2 on the killer with word list now. So I'm a little scared of you. And I think that's probably a great place to wrap up the stream. We've already had one death here, and let's get out of here. Brian, I guess you'll never leave this broadcast. You'll just stay in the studio forever. That's okay.
Forever.
Thanks for joining me. And speaking from the grave too, that's pretty wild. We have now had necromancy, which is different from the kind of mancy that Brian is familiar with.
that everyone's afraid to say.
I don't want to get banned off YouTube. I've already called Liam out and called him like, Mr. Cheeto Dust or something. So, I'm already about to have like legal trouble. So you guys take care of yourselves. Maybe I'll delete the stream later. I don't know. But I'm going to hit end broadcast. We're out of here.
good night.
Later.
Check out their books.